My beloved child, listen closely. Time is running short, and these next few moments could alter the course of your entire life. The storm you sense gathering isn't just in the world around you. It is within you, testing who you truly are and what you stand for. Do not turn away now. What I'm about to share will shatter your doubts, ignite your purpose, and equip you to stand firm when all else is shaken. Stay with me until the end, for what I reveal today could be the very difference between stumbling in darkness and rising in triumphant light. Listen closely and watch with care as this message unfolds. You stand at the threshold of a new chapter, a turning point I have orchestrated by my own hand. I am doing something entirely new in your life. You have felt it deep within, sensing subtle signs of transition, but now it comes with a clarity and urgency you cannot ignore. My voice is guiding you directly into this powerful transformation. Do not resist it. Embrace it fully, with your heart wide open. My precious child, you are on the cusp of a monumental shift, one that will reshape the landscape of your life. I have whispered to your heart, stirring in anticipation within you. It's that feeling you can't fully name, the sense that something is about to happen. You are not imagining it. This is my doing. I am the God who orders times and seasons, who brings about new chapters in your journey. I see your longing for my blessings. Speak boldly in faith, saying, "Yes, I need you," and know that I am with you, ready to pour out my goodness. It is essential you hear every word that follows. Do not skip or skim. Let each sentence sink into your spirit. The enemy wants to steal your focus, sow doubt, and make you believe this message isn't for you. But if your eyes are on these words, if your ears are open, it is no accident. I have orchestrated this moment. Remain with me until the final word, for within it lies the direction, encouragement, and power you will need in this season of profound change. Child, this is your moment of divine breakthrough. You must hear this clearly and absorb every word. Watch this message until the very end, because missing even a single detail could leave you unprepared for what lies ahead. The shift I am initiating is purposeful, intentional, and necessary for your destiny. Trust me completely, for as the world around you changes, my presence and guidance remain steadfast. I know you have sensed it, the shift in the air. Doors you thought would remain closed forever are cracking open. Relationships you believed were lost are being rekindled or replaced with healthier ones. Opportunities you never considered are emerging from unexpected places. This is because I, the Lord your God, am ushering in a new season in your life. Seasons change by my command. Just as winter surrenders to spring, so must old patterns give way to fresh beginnings. I am releasing. Embrace it. Do not hold on to the past just because it is familiar. Sometimes the comfort of familiarity can rob you of the blessings waiting if you would only stretch your faith to embrace the unknown. Hear me. Your life is about to transform in ways you never dreamed possible. My chosen one, if these words have uplifted you, let your love be seen. Tap the like button and walk in my grace. Listen carefully and watch until the very end. I cannot stress this enough. Change is not always easy. It often demands letting go of what once was and leaping into what has yet to unfold. That leap can feel risky. Doubts can creep in. Is this truly from God? Am I capable of this new chapter? That is why I ask you to pay attention. As you absorb my words, your faith will be fortified. You will gain clarity to recognize my leading and distinguish it from the enemy's counterfeit. Distraction is the enemy's tool. He aims to break your focus, fill your heart with fear rather than faith, and convince you this message is not for you. But if you allow these words to saturate your soul, you will find the assurance you need to move forward boldly. My message carries both the warning and the blessing you need to thrive during this transition. I know how fear can grip your heart when the future seems uncertain. Fear is the enemy's tactic to keep you stagnant. He knows that if he can convince you to remain where you are, you will never reach the blessings I have set before you. But I, the Lord your God, have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Listen very carefully. Do not fear this transition. Although change can bring uncertainty, remember, I am your rock, your anchor, and your safe refuge. I will never leave you to navigate this alone. My strength will sustain you, my wisdom will guide you, and my peace will comfort you every step of the way. Child, this message is urgent and essential. Watch it until the end. Every word, every moment, every revelation. Do not rush or get distracted, because the insight you gain now will empower you for the changes ahead. My plan for you is unfolding rapidly, and your willingness to trust and obey will determine how smoothly you step into this new season. When fear knocks at your door, answer it with faith. Declare my word over your circumstances. Speak my promises out loud. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. These truths are not empty mantras. They are living, active powers that break the chains of anxiety. Let courage take root in your heart, for I go before you, preparing every detail. My cherished child, let my words reach those who need me. Share this video with 3 lives, and I will pour my grace upon them. Child, I have emphasized repeatedly, listen carefully, and watch until the very end. You may wonder why this is so crucial. It is because in the final moments, I often impart the greatest insight or give the final piece of instruction needed to complete your readiness. The enemy wants you to miss it. He will try to stir up distractions, make you feel pressed for time, or flood your mind with other concerns. Resist these attempts. Stay with me here now until the last sentence. I promise you this. If you receive this message in full, letting it transform your perspective, you will walk away from this moment with renewed hope and clarity. There is a supernatural anointing poured out in the completeness of my word. Partial obedience brings partial results. Complete focus brings complete revelation. Let these words settle into your spirit, shaping your decisions and fueling your faith for the future. Watch carefully and listen until the end, because your perspectives, attitudes, and expectations must align with mine. The shift requires your obedience, your faith, and your complete reliance on me. When you face uncertainty, remember these words clearly. I have prepared this moment for your good, not your harm. My intentions are filled with hope, love, and abundant blessings for you. My chosen child, this is my voice reaching you now. I see your pain, your silent prayers, and your faith that refuses to give up. You are closer than you think to the breakthrough I have promised. If you feel the tug of my spirit, if this message resonates deep within you, then know that I am speaking directly to your heart. Your super thanks is not just a gift, it is a seed of obedience, a declaration that you trust in my provision. Help share my word with those who are lost and searching. Click the super thanks button and step into the overflow of my blessings. My beloved child, change is here, and everything you know is about to shift. Some of these changes may feel uncomfortable, while others will bring immediate joy. In every case, remember I am for you, not against you. My plans are good, designed to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Let this truth be your anchor when the winds of transition blow fiercely. You do not face this new season alone. I stand by your side, offering my strength, my wisdom, and my peace. When doubts arise, lean on me. When the unknown looms, trust in my sovereignty. When excitement fills your heart, praise my name for what I am about to do. I have placed you in this era for a reason. Your gifts, your heart, and your story are needed in this world. As everything shifts around you, hold tightly to me and watch how I weave every detail, both good and challenging, into a beautiful tapestry that displays my glory and brings you into a destiny beyond your imagining. Now that you have listened until the end, let faith replace every trace of fear. Let hope ignite every corner of your soul. You are on the cusp of something incredible, and I, the Lord your God, am lovingly guiding you into this new day. Embrace it with courage, child. The time has come to step boldly into the grand shift I have declared over your life. Amen. My precious one, extend the love I have placed in your heart. Share this with someone who needs a sign of my unfailing care and comfort. My cherished child, it is I, your Creator, the one who formed the heavens and the earth, speaking directly to you in this very moment. Yes, you, the one whose heart is attuned to these words. I know you intimately. Your name is etched upon my heart. Your every sorrow is laid before my eyes, and your struggles are not hidden from me. This message is uniquely yours, a divine whisper from my spirit to yours, carrying revelation about the currents swirling through your life. I urge you to listen with rapt attention, for what I am about to impart is of utmost importance. Let no distraction pull your focus away. If you can, close your eyes and still your soul, for the truth I am about to unveil has the power to shift the very foundations of your existence. A warning flows from the depths of my love, straight into the chambers of your being. Heed it, for it is a sign you cannot afford to overlook. Today, I will peel back the curtain that conceals the unseen. Have you felt an inexplicable heaviness in recent days? A nagging unease? A whisper that something is amiss, as though a shadow lingers over your household, your well-being, your deepest aspiration? This is not a trick of your mind. The adversary prowls relentlessly in his schemes, seeking to sow seeds of chaos, exhaustion, and despair within you. He whispers insidious lies, bold and cruel, that you are forsaken, that your cries to me echo into a void, that hope is a fleeting illusion. But hear me now. His words are a shallow deception. I am mightier than any force of darkness, and today I come bearing a message of unshakable truth, boundless power, and glorious liberation. My beloved, I have placed this mission in your heart. Share this video with 3 souls in need, and I will bless them beyond measure. I know you, through and through. I have witnessed every silent tear shed in the quiet of night as you sought answers. Every moment your heart clenched with anxiety for those you hold dear, your family, your loved ones. Every pang of dread at the thought of losing them. I have seen the strain of fractured bonds, the weariness as you watch your children drift or relationships fray. Each tear that has traced your cheek, each burdened sigh when life's load grew unbearable, I have collected them all. More than that, I have heard every prayer, even those unspoken, born only as fleeting thoughts. Amen. Your trials have not been lost, nor have they gone unanswered. I have treasured them in my keeping, and now the hour of my response draws near. Understand this clearly. Your battle is not merely against flesh and blood, but against unseen powers that work to rob you of peace, erode your faith, and dim your hope. These forces lurk in the shadows, subtly undermining your confidence in me. They plant seeds of doubt that I have turned away, that your pleas go unheard, that perhaps you are unworthy of my grace. But I proclaim to you now, these are falsehoods, cunning and cruel. You are my beloved, my precious child, set apart before time began to walk in triumph. I do not forsake those I have called my own. Today, I invite you to see with the eyes of faith. What appears insurmountable to you is already settled in the courts of heaven. I gaze beyond the limits of time, holding the conclusion of every tale. I assure you, your current chapter is not your story's end. This is but a season, and I am crafting the next one with my own hand, stroke by stroke. Prepare yourself, for a tide of change approaches, the healing you yearn for, the restoration you ache to see, the provision that feels so distant. All are poised to break forth into your life, yet you must stand resolute. Do not falter or be swayed by the storms raging around you. The clashes may intensify, but know this, you do not face them alone. I stand beside you, clad as a mighty warrior, armed for the fray. My sword severs every shackle that binds you. My shield deflects every assault aimed at your spirit. When the enemy's weight presses down, lift your gaze to me. I am your fortress, your unwavering strength. You may ask, why, Lord? Why this turmoil, this suffering? I tell you, there is a purpose far grander than you can yet perceive. Every trial, every wound, every barrier has been a tool in my hands, shaping your soul, fortifying your trust, and readying you for a destiny beyond your imagining. I waste nothing, not a single moment of your pain. All you have endured will be woven into a tapestry of blessing. Your scars will shine as emblems of my glory, Your journey will ignite hope in others, guiding them to lean on me as you are learning to do. My beloved, if my message has brought you hope, acknowledge it with love. Tap the like button and share my light with others. Now I ask something of you. Pause where you are, draw a deep breath, and let the clamor of fleeting cares fade. Center your spirit and join me in this proclamation. Father, I trust that you surpass every trial. I trust that you hold sovereign reign over my life. I trust that you are moving, even when my eyes cannot yet see. This confession of faith is a force from heaven, unlocking doors long sealed, toppling mountains that loom unyielding, and ushering in wonders that defy reason. Fear not the road ahead. I have charted its course, and it brims with light, peace, and victory. Though shadows may encircle you, my love will triumph, vast as the heavens, steadfast through every tempest. My design for you is flawless, even if its fullness eludes you now. Walk with me, trust in me, and you will behold the dawn of my greatest promises. This is my sacred word to you today, not a fleeting thought to be dismissed, but a personal summons, urgent and alive. I am calling you, and the choice to answer rests in your hands. Open your heart wide, receive my peace that surpasses understanding, and brace yourself for the divine upheaval about to unfold. The season of transformation has begun. I see the enemy's hand moving against your family, stirring discord, miscommunication, and distance. I feel the exhaustion that weighs on you as you strive to mend what's broken. Take heart, for every effort, every prayer lifted in love has reached my throne. Nothing you have poured out has been in vain, and I am poised to intervene. I know the toll this has taken. I have watched you lie awake, wrestling with questions. How can I restore harmony? How can I bridge these divides? I have heard the sting of words exchanged in anger, felt the chill of silence settling between those you cherish most. I have seen your outstretched hands, offers of love, attempts at peace, met too often with indifference. But hear this truth: every act of kindness, every gesture born of a pure heart is inscribed in my book of remembrance. The enemy knows the treasure your family is to you, and so he strikes at this tender place, aiming to fracture unity, erect walls where there was once warmth, and sow bitterness where forgiveness once bloomed. He seeks your surrender, whispering that restoration is a lost cause. But I declare he shall not prevail, not while you anchor your hope in me. Your faithfulness has moved my heart, and I am stepping into the fray. The division will crumble, misunderstandings will clear, and the bonds you fear lost will be renewed, stronger than before. Hold fast, for my power is at work, and the unity you long for is within reach. Trust me, for I am the God who mends what is broken and breathes life into what seems dead. Your family's story is not finished. Its most beautiful pages are yet to be written. Precious one, I have so much to reveal to you. Draw near to me, and I will open your heart to my deep love and unshakable promises. Click join now and walk the path of faith, strength, and grace. I am waiting to embrace you. Come, I am the sovereign of renewal, the one who breathes life into what has withered and restores what has been torn apart. Today, I stand before you with an unshakable promise. I am fiercely devoted to the redemption of your household. You may find yourself wrestling with questions that echo through your soul. Why is my family enduring such turmoil? Why do misunderstandings multiply like shadows at dusk? Why does pain linger like an unwelcome guest? These cries of your heart are not foreign to me. They are the tender threads of a tapestry I am weaving, one you cannot yet fully see. Beyond the veil of your present struggles lies a hidden adversary, a force that slithers in darkness, seeking to fracture the bedrock of your home. This enemy knows a truth he dreads. A family bound by unity, woven with love, and fortified by forgiveness is an unbreakable stronghold, a radiant beacon that pierces his dominion. That is why he labors relentlessly to sow discord, erode trust, and silence laughter within your walls. Yet hear this: I have already claimed victory in this conflict, and my triumph is not a mere possibility, it is an eternal certainty. Your sons and daughters who have wandered, those whose footsteps have strayed from the path you once walked together, are not beyond the reach of my hand. They may seem distant, their hearts shrouded, their choices a mystery that wounds you deeply. But my love for them burns with the same relentless fire that it does for you. It knows no bounds, no conditions, no end. Though they drift in distant places, whether in body or spirit, I am at work within them. My voice whispers to their souls, a gentle knocking that echoes even when they turn away. I am tilling the soil of their hearts, uprooting thorns, softening stone, preparing them for a homecoming that will exceed your wildest hopes. Do not surrender to despair. What appears impossible to human eyes is but a breath to me. I promise you this, they will return, not by chance or coercion, but by the pull of my grace. When that moment arrives, when their faces light your doorstep once more, you will see my fingerprints upon their journey, and your heart will proclaim, it was the Lord who brought them back. In those jagged moments of strife, when voices rise like tempests, when words cut deeper than any blade, when silence itself becomes a heavy burden, know that I am not absent. I have stood in the midst of every storm, hearing every whispered plea, every tear-soaked prayer for peace. I have caught each cry as it fell, holding it close and waiting for the appointed time. That time is now dawning. I am unfurling my grace over your home like a banner, a flood of mercy that will wash away bitterness and mend what has been broken. A new wind is stirring, an atmosphere rich with understanding, thick with patience, and alive with love. Scars that once throbbed will fade into stories of healing. Hearts hardened by hurt will soften under my touch. And even in the moments you stumbled, when guilt whispered that you had failed, I was guiding your faltering steps toward this redemption. Lift your eyes from the ashes of yesterday, for I am the architect of new beginnings, and your family is my sacred canvas. My dear child, be a vessel of my light. Pass this message on to someone in need. Through you, I will remind them they are never alone. The enemy's lies are cunning and cruel. He wants you to believe your home is a lost cause, a shattered vessel beyond repair. He paints a picture of hopelessness, urging you to abandon faith in the unseen. But I am the Almighty, greater than any scheme birthed in darkness. I am the one who calls order from chaos, who ignites stars in the blackest night, who turns mourning into melodies of joy. In your home, I am poised to move with a power that defies the natural order, a supernatural awakening that leaves no corner untouched. Prepare your heart for miracles you dared not dream of. Estranged voices reconciled, fractured bonds rewoven, a unity so deep it will hum with my presence. In this season, anchor yourself in prayer, for your words are not mere echoes. They are fragrant offerings rising to my throne, potent enough to shift the unseen. When you lift your family before me, I stir the heavens on their behalf. When you stand in the gap, I carve pathways through the wilderness, dismantling the enemy's plans with every syllable you utter. Cease not in your intercession, for your voice is a mighty weapon, and I am your unwavering ally, clad in armor, wielding authority, guarding every soul beneath your roof. Though the road feels steep and the shadows long, this season of trial is not your forever. I am on the cusp of unveiling my glory within your walls, a display so undeniable that all who witness it will know the hand of the divine has moved. Your family will rise as a living testament to my faithfulness, sung through generations. So stand, shake off the dust of doubt, and proclaim with me, Lord, I trust you as the restorer of my home. I believe you can bind wounds, bridge chasms, and breathe peace into every storm. This confession is a war cry, a thunderous decree that shatters the enemy's illusions, flings wide the gates of heaven, and summons my might to your side. Walk with me in this trust and behold the dawn of your family's finest chapter. An unseen war rages around you, a clash of forces vying for your spirit. The enemy seeks to plunder your peace, sap your strength, and dim your hope, to unravel the very fabric of your faith. Yet I, the victor of all battles, stand resolute beside you. I see the mornings when you awaken beneath a crushing weight, when every step feels like a march through mire, when the world seems arrayed against you. This struggle is not merely of flesh and blood. It is a collision in the spiritual realm, a contest for your destiny. The adversary knows your worth in my eyes. The boundless plans I have etched for you, blessings so vast they defy comprehension. That is why he prowls so ferociously, aiming to drown your joy in despair, flood your mind with shadows, and convince you that my love has faltered. He whispers that your prayers drift unheard, that your burdens will never lift. But I declare today, his reign of deception ends where your trust in me begins. This war wages on many unseen fronts. He attacks your thoughts, planting seeds of fear that bloom into sleepless nights. He claws at your peace, stirring restlessness at your core. He strikes at your body, weaving weariness into your bones. He tightens his grip on your resources, spinning webs of lack that test your resilience. Most insidiously, he assaults your faith, sowing questions about my nearness, my power, and my purpose for you. Yet I am the unconquerable one, towering above every tactic of evil. My victory is not a distant hope. It is a finished work, and I extend it to you now. Cling to me, for I am your refuge, your healer, your provider, your unshakable foundation. The best is not lost. It is yet to unfold, radiant and unstoppable in my perfect timing. My dear one, you are part of my divine plan. Share this with 3 who are longing for my presence, and I will reveal myself to them. I am the eternal sovereign, the architect of the cosmos, who summoned the stars into existence and breathed life into Earth's expanse. By the sheer force of my voice, I uphold all that is seen and unseen, and no scheme of the adversary can overthrow my dominion. Long before you drew your first breath, I secured the ultimate triumph on the rugged cross, shattering the chains of darkness and rendering the enemy powerless. He may rise in defiance, crafting illusions of chaos and despair, yet his fate is sealed and his defeat irrevocable. Behold, I stand steadfast beside you, an unyielding ally against every foe that dares approach. Perhaps you wonder, if the Almighty has claimed victory, why do I still wrestle with unrelenting trials? Hear this truth. These tempests are not emblems of your downfall, but sacred invitations for my glory to unfold in your story. Each assault from the shadows becomes a stage for my might to blaze forth. Every burden you bear is a canvas where my mercy and fortitude paint a masterpiece of redemption. In your frailty, my power finds its fullest expression. When the path ahead seems barricaded, I carve passages no force can seal. There are moments when solitude engulfs you, when the weight of your struggles feels unseen by human eyes. Yet know this, I am ever present. In the deepest abyss, when hope flickers faintly, my hand clasps yours with unwavering resolve. I gather every tear that falls, catch every whispered groan, and discern every unspoken tremor of your heart. My hand moves in quiet sovereignty, arranging unseen threads of deliverance, laying the foundation for a triumph that will soon break into view. Cast aside dread for what looms on the horizon. The enemy may snarl and posture, but his threats are hollow. He is a fading shadow, a broken beast whose end draws near. I am the commander of celestial armies, and my legions encircle you, radiant sentinels dispatched to shield you from every malevolent force. These guardians march beside you, waging war in realms unseen, ensuring no lasting wound befalls you. A divine host stands ready, an impenetrable fortress against any onslaught. In this hour, hold fast. Seek my presence ceaselessly. Lift your voice in prayer and proclaim my truth boldly. Your words are not echoes, they wield authority, unleashing my will into the fabric of your existence. Speak aloud that I tower above every obstacle, that my peace reigns supreme within you, that my abundance overflows to meet your every lack. Such confessions are mighty arsenals, dismantling the enemy's strongholds and fortifying your stance in this cosmic fray. Know this, you do not stand alone in the fight. I am garbed as the supreme warrior, my gaze fixed on your adversaries, my arm blazing with righteous strength raised in your defense. My blade severs every fetter that dares bind you. My shield, vast and unyielding, intercepts every fiery assault aimed at your soul. No tempest, however fierce, will overcome you. I am the one who stills raging waters, commanding chaos to bow before my order. Soon, my glory will erupt in your life with such brilliance that all will proclaim, "This was the hand of the divine." So arise, lift your eyes to the heavens, for the dawn of transformation breaks upon you. Join me in this decree. Lord, I trust that you dwarf every trial. I affirm your presence in every skirmish, turning ashes into triumphs. This bold cry rends the darkness, unlocks hidden gates, and summons my boundless power to move mightily on your behalf. Walk with me in faith and behold, the greatest wonders are yet to unfold. Now I pour forth restoration upon you, chains that defy explanation, the crushing weight of exhaustion on both body and soul, and the sleepless nights that haunt you. I strip them away with my sovereign touch. My hand, infinite in reach, rests upon you now. Where human remedies have faltered, my grace surges victorious. I know the toll these burdens have exacted, the nights when rest eluded you, weariness cloaking your days like a shroud, your frame crying out for relief and your mind yearning for stillness. Yet hear this eternal truth. These afflictions do not define your identity. They are fleeting shadows, and I am here to banish them with a flood of supernatural renewal. I see the anguish you conceal, the throbs no one else comprehends, the fatigue that seeps into your very essence, and the relentless thoughts that rob you of peace. I witness the scars of battles past, the worries that gnaw at your rest, the memories that weigh upon your spirit. Today I speak liberation over you. The shackles the enemy forged now crumble, and my healing flows like a river, swift and unstoppable. No matter how many years you have endured these thorns, how many verdicts have been pronounced over you, how many remedies you have exhausted, or how many prayers seemed unanswered, I am the healer without limit, and my power knows no boundary. I crafted you cell by cell in the hidden sanctuary of your mother's womb. No corner of your being escapes my care. No ailment, no weariness, no shadow can withstand my touch. You may ask, why does this torment linger? Why does relief delay? Such questions are the heart's honest cry. Yet I urge you to lift your gaze beyond the veil of the present. A grander destiny unfolds. Through these fires, I refine your soul, deepen your trust, and draw you closer to my heart. Suffering is not your eternal portion. This day, I proclaim your hour of restoration has dawned. My healing cascades over you, mending what was broken, renewing what was drained, and breathing life where despair once reigned. Trust in my boundless compassion. Step forward in my light, and you will witness the fullness of my promise unveiled. Like and share the video if you have trust in the words of the God. Subscribe to the channel if you love Jesus. My precious soul, if this message has strengthened you, express your love with a small but powerful act. Press the like button in faith. I am reaching out to you in this very moment, my hand gently resting upon you. I am infusing you with renewed vigor, replenishing your weary spirit, and soothing your restless mind with a peace that surpasses understanding. That persistent ache lingering like an unwelcome shadow, the bone-deep exhaustion weighing down your every step, the gnawing anxiety stealing your rest in the quiet of night. All of these burdens I am lifting from you now. My spirit flows over you like a healing river, cascading with vitality, resilience, and life-giving energy. You will soon sense lightness in your being, a fresh capacity to rise and meet this world's trials with unwavering strength. This is no fleeting reprieve, no momentary pause in your struggle. This is a profound, lasting renewal. For I am the God who breathes newness into all things, including the very fabric of your body, mind, and soul. Reflect on those moments when despair seemed to close in, when hope flickered like a dying ember, when physicians had no more answers and you stared into an abyss of uncertainty. In all those times I was there, closer than your next breath. Every whispered plea, every tearful prayer, every silent cry for deliverance, I heard them all. And now, the time has come for me to unveil my glory in your life so clearly that no one will doubt my hand at work. Those who cross your path, friends, family, even strangers, will witness your transformation. They will see the radiance of my power reflected in your restored health, steady spirit, and unshakable peace. Your story will ripple outward, a living testament to my might, stirring faith in hearts that have grown cold and weary. This healing is not yours alone. It is a beacon to draw others into the embrace of my love. Let me speak plainly, for there is a truth you must grasp firmly. The enemy of your soul seeks to bind you in chains of despair. He whispers that your pain is eternal, your weariness inevitable, your shadows unescapable, that there is no way out. He wants you to surrender, to bow beneath these afflictions as if they were yours to bear forever. But I am greater, infinitely greater than any scheme he can devise. I am the God who shatters what appears unbreakable, who turns the impossible into a chorus of triumph, who calls forth light from the deepest midnight. I am stepping into your life with supernatural force that will leave no corner untouched. Ready yourself for miracles beyond your imagination, for vitality coursing through you like a mighty wind, and for peace that anchors you through every storm. In this season of waiting, do not grow silent. Lift your voice to me. Seek my presence with every fiber of your being. Cry out for my touch, for your prayers are a fragrant offering that rises before my throne, potent enough to shift the unseen. When you speak your need, I move. When you rest in dependence on me, I weave a tapestry of restoration behind the veil of your sight. Keep praying, for your words are a mighty force, a sword against the darkness that seeks to steal your joy. Know this too. You do not walk this battlefield alone. I stand with you, clad in the armor of a warrior, my gaze fierce against any foe. My strength is unyielding, and my protection is unbreakable. Though the road feels treacherous now, though the shadows loom large, they will not have the final word. My glory is about to break forth in your life like the dawn, undeniable and radiant, a declaration to all that I have moved. Your healing will stand as a monument to my power, a song of my love echoing through the lives you touch. So rise, my child. Lift your eyes to the horizon. The hour of transformation is upon you. Speak these words with me now. Lord, I trust that you are the God who mends all that is broken. I trust your mighty hand is upon me. I trust you can breathe life into my body and stillness into my soul. This is no mere whisper, it is a war cry. A thunderous proclamation that scatters the forces of darkness, unlocks doors long sealed, and summons my strength to work wonders on your behalf. Place your hand in mine, walk forward in faith, and watch as the promise of a brighter tomorrow unfolds before you. Beyond your own renewal, I am turning my gaze to your home, the children who have strayed like lost sheep, the hearts that have hardened like stone, the bonds frayed under time and trial. I am calling them back. Your family will be knit together once more. Can anything stand against the purpose I have woven for your household? Declare it with boldness. My family will be made whole. I see the ache you carry, the pain of watching those you love drift, the sorrow of empty chairs and unspoken words, the misunderstandings that have piled up like bricks in a wall, the silences that echo louder than shouts, the longing for laughter to fill your home again. I know it all, but hear me now. This division is not the end of your story. I hold a vision for your home, a blueprint of harmony, reconciliation, and love reborn. The time of restoration is breaking over you like a wave. My precious one, if my words have stirred your soul, honor them with love. Press that like button and let your faith be known. I see every soul in your family, even those who seem to have wandered beyond the horizon. I see the scars they bear, the words that cut too deep, the quiet resentments that built barriers where bridges once stood, the enemy's seeds of discord. But his harvest will wither before my will. You may wonder how the lost can return, how the hardened can soften, how the broken can mend. I tell you this, nothing is beyond my reach. I am the God who stirs hearts, who bends the unyielding, who gathers the scattered. Even now I am at work in those you love. Though their steps may still seem far from home, I am softening the soil of their spirits, preparing them to turn back to my path and to you. When they cross your threshold once more, You will know my hand guided them, no coincidence, no accident, but the steady pulse of my power and grace. As for hearts turned cold, my mercy is a fire that melts even the hardest stone. The walls the enemy raised will crumble, the wounds will close, and bitterness will fade like mist before the rising sun. True, enduring, unshakable love will take root and flourish. Your home will breathe with a new spirit, alive with understanding, patience, and forgiveness. Where tears once fell, you will hear laughter. Where distance reigned, you will feel the warmth of embrace. Where silence ruled, voices will unite in harmony. This is my covenant with you, my unbreakable promise. Hold fast to it, and you will see my hand move in ways that defy all expectation. Listen closely, for there is a truth you must grasp with unwavering clarity. The adversary has studied you well. He recognizes the immeasurable worth of your family, and that is why he has unleashed his assault on this sacred ground. His aim is insidious, to fracture the unity that once bound you together, to build walls where trust and intimacy once flourished, to plant seeds of bitterness where love and peace once reigned. Yet I am infinitely greater than any scheme of darkness. I am the Almighty God, who mends what has been torn, who breathes life into what appears lifeless, who gathers the scattered and makes them whole again. Now I am poised to move within your home in ways that defy human explanation. Supernatural wonders are on the horizon. Prepare your heart for transformations beyond your wildest dreams. Hearts softened where hardness once took root, relationships rekindled where distance had settled, and a unity so profound it could only be the work of my hand. Picture your children, those who have strayed, returning with their spirits awakened to love and truth. Imagine the ties that bind your loved ones growing stronger, deeper, more resilient than ever before, woven together by a divine thread so unmistakable that you will proclaim, "This is the Lord's doing." Your family will stand as a radiant beacon, a living testament to my boundless love and unmatched power to restore what was lost. Until that day dawns, do not relent in prayer. Lift your voice ceaselessly for those you hold dear. For your intercession is a fragrant offering before my throne, powerful enough to topple strongholds. When you speak my word over your household, you unleash my authority in every corner, dispelling chaos and calling forth order. Let not your lips grow silent, for your prayers are a mighty arsenal in the unseen realm, dismantling the powers that seek to tear your loved ones apart. Know this, you do not stand alone in this fight. I am with you, clad in the armor of a warrior, my strength unyielding, my resolve unbreakable, ready to confront any foe that dares threaten what is mine. My hand rests upon your family, a shield of protection over every soul within its walls. Though the storms rage and the shadows loom, they will not prevail. I am about to unveil my glory in your home, with such brilliance that every eye will see and every heart will know it is I who have wrought this miracle. Your family will shine as a vivid demonstration of my power and unfailing love. Rise then, lift your eyes to the heavens, for the hour of transformation has begun. Join me now in this bold declaration. Lord, I stand firm in faith that you are the restorer of my household. I trust in your power to heal every wound, reconcile every broken heart, and bring peace where strife has reigned. Let this proclamation resound as a war cry against the forces of darkness, a key that unlocks doors long sealed, a summons that stirs my mighty arm to move on your behalf. Place your trust in me, walk beside me, and you will witness the dawn of a season more glorious than you have dared to hope. Fear not the specter of lack, for I am flinging wide doors of opportunity that no force can shut. Debts that have burdened you will vanish like mist before the sun. Resources will flow to you in perfect timing, and you will taste the fullness of my provision, a river of abundance that overflows. Trust me completely, for I am the Lord who makes the impossible bow before my will. I see the weight you have carried, the sleepless nights when you wrestle with unpaid bills, the growing dread of an uncertain tomorrow, the crushing pressure of never having enough. I know how financial strain wears you down, every tear shed in secret, every fear whispered in the dark, every hope deferred as resources slip away. The enemy has sought to bind you in chains of scarcity, to convince you that provision will always elude your grasp, to rob you of peace with relentless whispers of doubt. But let this truth sink deep into your soul. Your sustenance does not hinge on what your eyes can see or your hands can hold. It rests solely in me, the God who provides beyond measure. I am intimately acquainted with every facet of your struggle, the debts looming like mountains, the opportunities that vanish before fully forming, the shame you bury beneath a brave face. Now I am stepping into the chaos, ready to wield my power and bring forth solutions where all paths seemed blocked. The enemy's grip on your peace will be broken, for his plans cannot stand against my purposes for you. Perhaps you ask, how can I hold on to hope when the ground beneath me trembles? How can I believe in a turnaround when despair presses in? My answer, my word is a rock that never crumbles. My promise is an anchor that never fails. I am the God who fed thousands with a handful of loaves and fish, who turned water into the finest wine, who carved rivers through barren wastelands and drew water from unyielding stone. No circumstance lies beyond my reach, not even the tangled web of your finances. I am swinging wide the gates of blessing, portals of opportunity, torrents of provision, waves of abundance that will usher you into stability and prosperity you have yet to experience. Those debts that haunt you are not eternal. I am orchestrating their end, working in unseen ways to lift their burden from your shoulders. Watch as unexpected resources flow into your life, as solutions emerge from the shadows, as divine appointments bring helpers and openings precisely on time. This is not mere chance. It is the outpouring of my power and my goodness, a testimony to my faithfulness. Understand this with perfect clarity. The enemy wants you to dwell in lack, to adopt a mindset of scarcity, to question my ability to provide. But I am mightier than his every ploy. I am the God who upholds the cosmos, who clothes wildflowers in splendor and feeds sparrows from my hand. How much more will I care for you, my precious child? I am preparing to shower you with provision so lavish that you will stand in awe, declaring, "This could only be the Lord's handiwork." Ready yourself for a shift you could scarcely imagine. A new era where abundance drowns out the echo of want. Bills will be settled, debts erased, and resources will flow not just to meet your needs, but to overflow into the lives of others. Your financial story will become a living monument to my love, a resounding witness to my power to supply every need. While you wait, hold fast to faith. Seek my presence, pour out your heart in prayer, and boldly proclaim my truth. Your words wield authority. When you declare, "I am provided for by the Lord, who opens doors no one can shut. His grace is rewriting my story," you unleash my power in your reality. Such affirmations are arrows of light, piercing the darkness that seeks to steal your peace and security. Never forget you do not face this alone. I stand with you, armed as a warrior, my strength unshakable, my protection a fortress around every corner of your life. Though the road seems steep now, it will not remain so. My hand is upon your finances, my favor encircles you, and soon you will see my glory shine through every trial. My dear child, be the vessel of my grace. Share this video with 3 souls who are longing for my peace, and I will fill them with my presence. Behold, I stand poised to unveil my splendor in your life, so undeniable that all who witness will recognize my hand at work. Your sustenance, your every need met, will rise as a testament to my boundless might and unwavering affection for you. Rise now. Lift your gaze, for the hour of transformation dawns upon you. Join me in this proclamation. Sovereign Lord, I affirm you as the source of all abundance. I trust in your power to unlock pathways no force can bar, and I rest in the assurance that your provision surpasses every demand I face. This bold confession of trust is a war cry, shattering the schemes of darkness, throwing wide the gates that appeared sealed, and summoning the strength of my mighty arm on your behalf. Place your confidence in me. Journey alongside me, and you will behold wonders greater than you have dared to dream. If shadows of despair, flickers of doubt, or the chill of isolation have crept into your heart, let me renew your understanding of who you are in me. You are never forsaken. I am the architect of the cosmos, the one who spoke galaxies into being, and I have chosen you as my dwelling place. Rise up. Your faith is a fortress, unyielding against any assault. I see the weight you've carried through these seasons of trial, the moments when life's burdens pressed heavily on your shoulders, when escape felt like a distant hope. But know this, etched in the fabric of your soul, you do not walk this road alone. I am with you, steadfast and near. I perceive every fleeting thought that dances through your mind, every whisper of uncertainty seeking to erode your peace, every echo of solitude threatening to engulf you. The adversary has labored to weave a tapestry of lies, that you are distant from me, that your cries go unheard, that your purpose has faded. But I am greater than every deception he dares to sow. My truth towers above all falsehoods, unshakable and eternal. I am the God who counts each strand of hair on your head, gathers every tear you shed, and catches every murmured plea that escapes your lips. Now I come to reaffirm your place in me. You are my cherished one, chosen before time's first breath, to stride triumphantly in my victory. No matter the accusations the enemy hurls, no matter the illusions cast by your circumstances, my declaration over you prevails. You are fashioned to embody my love, to mirror my strength and radiance. My spirit resides within you, a power sufficient to confront any tempest, surmount any barrier, and claim victory over every foe. You may have asked, how can I press on when the path is so steep? How can I cling to faith when the storms refuse to relent? I say, your faith is not tied to what your eyes can see, but to what you choose to believe. I am the sustainer of all creation, upholding the universe by the might of my word, unfailing, unwavering, ever faithful to my promises. When you feel your endurance falter, that is precisely when my strength surges most powerfully, perfected in your weakness. When you stand at the edge of what you can bear, it is there my power works mightily. And that ache of loneliness you feel, it is but a mirage, for you are never truly alone. I stand beside you, arrayed as a warrior, ready to defy every enemy. My heavenly hosts encircle you, shielding you from harm. My presence fills you, and where I dwell, isolation finds no foothold. Indeed, there are moments when the quiet feels overwhelming, a silence so vast it can deafen. Yet know that I am speaking still. My voice, gentle yet potent, weaves through your spirit, bringing calm to your restless heart. Grasp this truth with unwavering certainty. The enemy longs for your surrender, yearns for you to believe hope has slipped beyond reach. He wants you to bow your head, accept defeat, and settle for a fraction of the destiny I've fashioned for you. But I am mightier than his every scheme. My dear child, be a vessel of my light. Pass this message on to a heart in need. Through you, I will remind them they are never alone. I am the God who turns impossibility into triumph, who ignites light in the blackest night. And I am on the cusp of moving in your life with supernatural force. Ready yourself to witness shifts beyond your imagination. Prepare to step into a realm of peace, assurance, and triumph like no other. In this season of waiting, stand resolute. Pursue me relentlessly. Seek my presence. Pour out your prayers and proclaim my promises boldly. Your words carry an authority that shakes the spiritual realm, releasing tangible change. Declare that I tower above every obstacle, that my peace floods your mind, that my abundance meets your every need. These words are not simple affirmations. They are weapons forged in the fire of faith, dismantling the enemy's strongholds and anchoring you in the fight. Never forget, you do not wage this war alone. I stand with you, armed for battle, my hand upon you, my shield encircling your life. Though the road appears rugged now, it will not remain so. I am poised to reveal my glory through you so clearly that all will know I am the one who has moved. Your journey of faith will stand as a living monument to my power and boundless love. So rise, lift your eyes, for the dawn of transformation is near. Proclaim with me, Lord, I trust that you dwarf every trial I face. I believe my faith can shatter mountains. I know you are working miracles in the unseen, even when my eyes fail to perceive them. This is no quiet whisper. It is a war cry that scatters the powers of darkness, flings wide the gates of heaven, and stirs my mighty hand to act on your behalf. Lean into me, journey with me, and watch as the fullness of my promises unfolds before you. Beyond this, recognize the unseen allies encircling you, my angels, radiant and resolute, dispatched to guard, guide, and uphold you. They form an impenetrable line of defense, ensuring no harm breaches the boundary I have set around you. I know the toll these battles have taken, the relentless assaults, the invisible weight pressing against your spirit, the moments when exhaustion threatens to overcome you. Let this truth anchor you. You are never forsaken on this road. My angels, celestial champions of unimaginable might, stand watch over you, unwavering in their vigilance. They track your every step, shielding you from threats you may never even glimpse. The enemy labors to plant seeds of terror, to make you feel exposed and defenseless, but he is a liar. I am sovereign over every scheme he devises, commanding vast hosts of heavenly warriors who move at my word with flawless precision. They are here by my decree, poised to intervene, to fend off every attack, to guide you along the path I have ordained. Perhaps you wonder, how can I be certain they are near? How do I sense their presence? Their work does not depend on your perception. Often they operate in the hidden places, silent and unseen, yet supremely effective. They hover in your impossible moments, whisper wisdom in your choices, and deflect dangers you never realize were there. When you teeter on the edge of misstep, they steady you. When peril draws near, they push it back. When your voice rises in desperation, they rush to your aid. These are my emissaries, charged with your safety and tireless in their devotion. Even in those times when fear gripped you, when it seemed the enemy was closing in, my angels were there, alert, active, invincible. They are crafted from light, born to serve me and sustain you, intimately aware of every struggle and longing you hold. Now I am amplifying their presence in your life, so you may feel the unshakable assurance of being encircled by a celestial guard. The enemy may snarl and strike, but he cannot overcome my angels. They are unconquerable, eternal sentinels standing between you and every assault. When he lunges, they bar his way. When he swings, they raise an unbreakable barrier. When he seeks to steal your calm, they deliver the serenity that only I can give. They are a fortress of power, a divine bulwark that no evil can pierce. Persist in seeking me. Cry out for my shelter. For your prayers are a trumpet blast summoning my angels to move with greater swiftness and strength. When you plead for safety, they encircle you more tightly. When you seek guidance, they blaze a trail ahead. When you yearn for solace, they carry my comfort deep into your soul. Fear nothing, for my angels never waver, never tire, never falter in their sacred charge. You do not fight alone, they stand with you. Warriors of heaven, while my hand covers you with protection over all you are and all you hold dear. The trials pressing in on you today will not last forever. I remain sovereign in every circumstance, and I am bringing you into a season of deliverance, restoration, and astonishing blessing. Amen. I am about to reveal my glory in your life with such clarity that the entire world will stand in awe, declaring that this can only be my doing. Your faith will shine as a clear testament to my power and mercy. My precious soul, the world needs the hope I offer. Send this message to 3 people who are hurting, and I will heal their hearts with my love. Rise up now, brush off the dust of despair, and lift your gaze to the horizon, for the season of transformation is upon you. Join me in this bold proclamation. Lord, I trust that your celestial guardians encircle me, shielding me from every shadow of harm. I am certain your mighty hand rests upon me, unwavering and strong. I proclaim that no adversary can stand against the invincible ranks of your divine host. This is no mere whisper, but a thunderous battle cry against the powers of darkness. With these words, I fling wide gates that once seemed sealed, summoning your unstoppable strength on my behalf. I place my faith in you, stepping boldly by your side, and I watch as even greater wonders unfold before my eyes. The wounds you bear, those jagged scars etched into your soul, will soon become radiant emblems of triumph. Where anguish once left its mark, I will sow seeds of uncontainable joy. Where you have known the sting of loss, I will unleash a flood of abundance beyond your greatest dreams. Your journey, with all its trials, will shine as a beacon that ignites hope in others, urging them to trust in my promises. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks, from $50 to $100. I see the weight of those lingering echoes, memories of bitter days that cling like shadows, refusing to fade. I feel the ache of old wounds still rippling through your spirit. I see the traumas and betrayals that press heavily on your heart. Hear this unshakable truth. Those scars are not symbols of surrender, but battle honors, heralding a victory still unfolding. They prove you have endured fierce tempests, and I stand ready to transform them into crowns of splendor. Every tear you have wept in silence, every sleepless night spent wrestling with despair, every moment when the load seemed too crushing to carry, I have seen it all. The enemy tried to chain you to those wounds, whispering lies that your healing could never be complete. But I am greater than his deceptive schemes. I am the God who brings life to barren wastelands, who summons rivers from the driest deserts, who turns ashes into tapestries of beauty. Today I step into your story with this promise. The hour has arrived for your scars to become springs of blessing. Perhaps you ask, how can such deep pain be turned into something good? How can my broken tale lift others up? Let me assure you, my grace is a master craftsman, shaping even the sharpest shards of suffering into instruments of redemption. Every wound you have endured, every void left by loss, every mountain you have climbed will become a bridge to reach the hurting, a light to cut through their gloom, a song of hope for those still in the struggle. When you speak your story courageously, you open pathways for others to witness my power at work in you. You will stand as a lighthouse in the storm, a living testament that my love can mend the shattered, restore what was stolen, and renew what was lost. Recall those moments when you teetered on the edge, when the idea of escape felt like a fantasy, when you wandered in circles with no end in sight. I was there. I traced every faltering step, caught every desperate plea, and felt every tremor in your heart. Now I am poised to reveal my glory in your life so brightly that no one can deny my hand at work. All who see will marvel at the change, and your transformation will touch countless lives with my radiance. Your story will resound as a vivid reflection of my steadfast love, undeniable proof that I keep my word. Understand this, the enemy longs to keep those wounds as shackles, to bind you with regret, to bury you in silence and shame. But I am mightier than all his designs. I am the God who shapes chaos into harmony, who ignites dawn in the blackest night. I am moving in your life with wonders beyond imagination. Brace yourself for a new wind of peace, a surge of courage, and a tide of victory. Where pain once reigned, joy will take root and flourish. In those days when you thought laughter had abandoned you, uncontainable delight will bloom. In times of loss, I will fill you with blessings so abundant that you will struggle to contain them. Where sorrow lingered, I will wrap you in a comfort that flows from my very presence, a peace that no force can steal. So seek me with all your heart. Let your cries for renewal rise like a holy flame. Your prayers are a sacred offering, a fragrance that moves my throne, carrying the power to topple strongholds. When you call on me, I shift the heavens in your favor. When you speak my truth, you release my dominion over every circumstance. Never stop lifting your voice, for your words are a force in the unseen realm, a sword against powers that would rob your peace. Know this, you do not stand alone in the fight. I am beside you, arrayed in armor, my banner raised high, my shield guarding every corner of your life. Though the road seems daunting now, it will not stay that way. My glory is about to break through with such clarity that all will see it was my doing. Your faith will shine as testimony to my power and my mercy. Rise now, lift your gaze, for the dawn of change has broken. Proclaim with me, Lord, I trust you to turn my scars into streams of blessing. I believe my story will spark faith in others. I know that where pain once ruled, you will plant everlasting joy. This is your battle cry against the forces of darkness. It breaks open locked doors and moves my mighty hand on your behalf. Walk beside me, trust me completely, and you will see that your best days still lie ahead. Declare your faith here, my beloved child. I am with you now. I see all that you are going through, and I have never left your side. Every battle, every tear, every prayer, I am holding you in my love. If this message has touched your heart, know that it is not by chance. I am confirming my promises to you. Your act of gratitude is a step of faith, a seed that will unlock unexpected blessings. I will bring my message to those who still need hope and healing. I believe in the God who holds all power. A simple act of trust can spark miracles you never imagined. Your voice is a mighty weapon. Use it. I know the battles you have faced, the burden of doubt and struggle pressing against your soul. But grasp this truth. Your words carry divine authority. When you speak in faith, you release my power to reshape reality. Let your voice ring out, shattering chains, unlocking destinies, and calling forth transformation. I perceive every fleeting thought that passes through your consciousness, every shadow of uncertainty that tries to paralyze you, every whisper of fear that aims to silence you. The enemy wants you to bury these feelings deep within, holding them as unalterable truths. He longs for you to believe your words lack worth, that your bold affirmations of belief echo into a void, that I am deaf to your pleas. But he deceives you. Your words are not merely sounds, they are potent seeds. Sown with unwavering faith, they will yield a harvest of wonders beyond your imagination. Each time you proclaim my truth, you plant a seed that I will cultivate into miracles woven into the fabric of your life. You might wonder, how can something as simple as spoken syllables reshape my reality? Let me assure you, the strength of faith does not lie in a grand gesture, but in deep trust in my boundless nature. I am the Creator who grows mighty oaks from tiny acorns, who expands entire forests from a single mustard seed. When you voice your reliance on me, you fling open gates that once seemed impenetrable. You unleash a torrent of my divine energy, a current that mends broken spirits, alters destinies, and ignites the extraordinary in the midst of the mundane. Think of those moments you dismissed your words as fleeting whispers lost to the wind. Hear this truth. Not one syllable of faith goes unnoticed. Every heartfelt confession reaches my ears, and every earnest declaration stirs my omnipotent hand. When you proclaim, I trust in the God who holds all power, you stand up to the cosmos and the enemy, declaring you are never abandoned. You affirm my nearness, my strength on your behalf, and my mercy that overflows to meet every need. Now the time has come for me to reveal the abundant harvest of the faith you dared to plant. Here is an unshakable reality. The enemy tirelessly labors to silence you, to convince you your trials are an unchangeable verdict, that no path forward remains. But I transcend every sinister plot. I am the God who transforms impossibility into triumph, who sparks brilliance in the darkest abyss. Soon you will witness my supernatural touch in ways you scarcely dared to dream. Brace yourself for transformation so profound it will rewrite your story. A fresh dawn of serenity, assurance, and victory unfolding before you. Your bold faith is not just for you. It reverberates outward to those who love you and walk alongside you. When you lift your voice to declare, I believe in the God who commands all things, you kindle a spark in others, prompting them to trust in me as well. You become a living testament that my presence is tangible, that my power is within reach of all who seek it. You become a conduit of my grace, a clarion call that resonates above the noise of despair. And that call does not go unanswered. It returns loaded with my divine intentions, bearing fruit that glorifies my name. My precious child, I have words of life, love, and hope just for you. Do not turn away from what I am speaking into your heart. Remain connected, and you will receive my divine encouragement. Subscribe in your heart to my voice, and I will guide and strengthen you always. So hold fast. Keep voicing your trust, even when the horizon darkens and obstacles tower above you. Your words carry authority in unseen realms, serving as weapons that demolish the enemy's strongholds. When you speak my promises aloud, you sap his strength and reclaim what is rightfully yours in the fight. Do not fear the power of your own voice, for it is a lifeline to my infinite might. Proclaim that I stand above every storm, that my peace anchors your soul, that my abundance fulfills every need. Never forget, you wage no war alone. I stand with you, draped in the armor of a warrior, ready to face any adversary. My hand remains upon you, my shield enveloping every corner of your life. Though the road may twist and feel unstable now, it will not always be so. I am about to unveil my glory in you in such a brilliant display that all will recognize my handiwork. Your faith will stand as a radiant testimony to my love and my power. Rise now, chin lifted, for the hour of breakthrough dawns. Join me in this decree. Lord, I trust in the God who commands all. I hold your word as truth, knowing you work all things for my good. This is no mere statement, but a war cry that scatters darkness, a key that unlocks the barred door, a summons that moves my mighty arm on your behalf. Place your confidence in me. Walk beside me, and you will witness miracles yet to unfold. Share this message with those who need a lift, for silent battles rage in many hearts. Your path has been forged through fire, and I see its toll on you. Yet understand this profound truth. Your life is part of a tapestry far larger than yourself. You were fashioned to pour out blessing, to pierce the darkness with light, and to extend my grace to a weary world. I call you now to be my herald of hope for everyone you encounter. I see their hidden struggles, their exhaustion, their worries tangled in their minds, their hearts shrouded in pain behind fragile masks. The enemy tries to isolate them, to convince them their cries go unheard, their burdens unshared. But I am greater than all schemes of despair. I am the God who counts every tear, who bends low to catch every whisper of prayer, who waits eagerly to intervene when a soul reaches out in faith. Through you I will deliver my promise of renewal. You may wonder, how can I shift another's course? How can I reach someone blind to their own need? Here's my answer. The very act of passing this message along can pivot a life from darkness to light. When you share my truth, you scatter seeds of courage, compassion, and conviction. You extend a lifeline to those drowning in doubt, a beacon to those lost in the night. Often a soul does not know it thirsts for hope until a voice like yours offers a taste of living water. In those times when you feel empty, as though you have nothing left to offer, remember that my presence within you is enough. You do not need every solution or the power to mend every wound. Simply tell how I carried you through the storms and lit your darkest paths. When you testify to my faithfulness, you open wide the doors for others to step into my embrace. Your testimony may become the lifeline another soul clings to in their midnight hour. Mark this well. The enemy dreads you sharing this word. He would prefer you keep it for your own solace. He knows its potency and will whisper that your efforts are futile. That is a lie. Each time you release my message, you forge a golden thread of faith linking soul to soul. This thread does not return empty. It comes back brimming with purpose, reviving lives once thought out of reach. Now I prepare to use you as my instrument, stirring hearts I have long sought to reach with my voice. This thread of faith and hope is not just a gift for your inner circle. It extends far beyond, touching lives you may never encounter. When you release this message, its reach multiplies, traveling to distant places beyond your imagination. It obliterates obstacles, dismantles walls of despair, and ignites a radiant glow in the darkest recesses of existence. You in this moment are a chosen vessel, an instrument through which blessings flow. a voice that cuts through the clamor of confusion to proclaim my unchanging truth. And that voice does not vanish into emptiness. It echoes with intention, returning with meaning and bearing fruit that glorifies my name. Hold firmly in this season of waiting. Keep sharing my words, even when it seems the world will not listen. Every action ripples through unseen spiritual currents, bearing a force that weakens the powers of darkness. Each time you raise your voice to share my message, you strike a blow against the adversary and fortify the spirits of those who hear. Do not shrink back, for your words become a conduit for my boundless strength. Proclaim boldly that I am greater than every trial, that my peace steadies you in every storm, that my abundance overflows to meet every need. Know this: you do not stand alone in the struggle. I am with you, wearing the armor of a warrior, prepared to face any enemy that draws near. My hand covers you, and my shield encompasses every facet of your life. Though the winds of adversity may howl now, they will not blow forever. I am on the verge of displaying my glory through you so powerfully that all who witness it will acknowledge my hand at work. Your steadfast faith will become a living monument to my might and my mercy. So rise, lift your gaze from the dust, for the hour of transformation is near. Join me in this declaration. Lord, let me be a beacon of your peace. Use me to carry your words to those who hunger for hope. I trust you to weave my life into a tapestry that touches hearts. This bold confession is a war cry that scatters darkness, unlocking doors long sealed and summoning my mighty hand to act on your behalf. Place your confidence in me, walk alongside me, and soon you will behold the fullness of what lies ahead, blessings beyond what you can see. My faithfulness to my promises remains unshaken by the fiercest storms. They will pass, brighter horizons will appear, and you will gather a rich harvest from your endurance, rejoicing in victories that defy all expectation. Keep your faith ablaze, for the greatest chapters of your story have yet to be written. I know the weight you have carried through life's tempests, the relentless trials that have tested your resolve. But listen to this truth: I never falter or abandon what I have spoken. My word is a bedrock of certainty, my loyalty an eternal flame, and my presence an unbreakable companion. Today, I stand before you to reaffirm that triumph is secured in my hands. My beloved child, let love and compassion flow through you. Share this message with someone who needs a touch of my grace. Let them feel the warmth of my presence. I have witnessed every tear that has stained your cheeks, every sleepless night when sorrow weighed on your mind, every moment you felt crushed under life's burdens. The enemy has tried to use these storms as weapons, whispering that they will never cease, that you are doomed to remain in darkness. But I am greater than any scheme against you. I am the one who stills raging waters, who draws harmony from discord, who kindles light in the blackest abyss. Soon, I will manifest my glory in your life with such clarity that no one can doubt my intervention. You may wonder, how can I cling to hope when the storm rages endlessly? How can I trust when all I see is collapse? My answer is this: your faith rests not on shifting circumstances, but on the immovable rock of my being. I am at work in hidden places, cultivating your future long before the first green shoots break the surface. Often what you perceive as my silence is the steady rhythm of my hands shaping your tomorrow, aligning paths, softening hearts, and swinging wide doors you cannot yet see. The harvest of that labor is about to break forth. In the moments when you felt there was no escape, I stood at your side. I traced your every uncertain step, even when the path twisted back on itself. I heard every plea, every sigh of desperation. And now the answer you have longed for is at hand. Those who surround you will marvel at the shift in your life, and many will feel their spirits rise because of the power flowing through your story. Your life will shine as a vivid testimony to my love, concrete proof that I honor my word without fail. Take this to heart with absolute clarity. The enemy wants to see you bow to defeat, to settle for a dim reflection of the destiny I created for you. He sows doubt, urging you to believe the storms are eternal, that no remedy exists, that victory is beyond your reach. But I stand above every lie he whispers. I am the God who turns impossibility into reality, who calls life from barren places, who brings rivers forth in the wilderness. Prepare for a supernatural move unlike anything you have known. Ready yourself for transformations you never dared to imagine, for a surge of peace, courage, and triumph. The days of despair will give way to laughter you thought was lost. Loss will be replaced by abundance that overflows. The hopes you feared were dead will spark to life. You will see every promise I have made vividly fulfilled, the fruit of your steadfast trust in me. Every tear will become a smile, every wound will be healed, every shortfall will be replenished. I have decreed, all things work together for good, for those who love me and walk according to my purpose. Remain resolute. Seek my presence relentlessly. Proclaim my truths boldly. Your words echo with authority in the spiritual realm, dismantling every stronghold. When you affirm my faithfulness, you weaken the adversary's grip and strengthen your place on the battlefield. Do not be afraid to speak out loud the promises I have given you. They are your heritage and your weapon. Never forget, the battle is not yours to fight alone. I stand with you, a mighty warrior, ready to drive back any threat. My hand guides you and my protection shields you. Though adversity rages now, it will not endure. I am prepared to showcase my glory through you in such a radiant way that everyone will see my handiwork. Your faith will stand as a vibrant emblem of my might and my mercy. My beloved child, I have chosen you to walk in my love and truth. Do not hold back. Move forward and experience the fullness of my presence. So rise up, lift your eyes to the sunrise of my renewing power. Stand with me in this decree. Lord, I trust in the certainty of your promises. I know the storm will pass, and I will rejoice in brighter days and astonishing victories. This proclamation of faith is a thunderous challenge to the powers of darkness. It breaks open what was sealed and compels my mighty hand to work in your favor. Rest in me, walk with me, for the best is yet to come. My beloved child, listen closely and watch carefully as this message continues. For you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, a turning point orchestrated by my own hand. I am doing something entirely new in your life. You have sensed it deep within, noticing subtle signs of a coming shift. Now it arrives with clarity and urgency you can no longer overlook. My voice is guiding you into this powerful transformation. Do not resist. Embrace it wholeheartedly, with your heart wide open. I see your longing for my blessings. Speak boldly and in faith. Yes, I need you, Lord. Know I am with you, ready to pour out my goodness. It is essential you hear every word that follows. Do not skip ahead or skim. Let each sentence sink into your spirit. The enemy wants to steal your focus, to sow doubt, to make you believe this message is not for you. But if your eyes rest on these words, if your heart is open, this is no accident. I orchestrated this moment just for you, so stay with me through the final word. Within it lies the direction, encouragement, and power you will need for this season of profound change. Child, this is your moment of divine breakthrough. You must hear it clearly and take it to heart. Watch and listen to this message until the very end, because missing even a single detail could leave you unprepared for the magnitude of what is coming. The shift I am initiating is both deliberate and necessary for your destiny. Trust me completely. Even as the world around you shifts, my presence and guidance will stand firm. I know you feel it, the stir of change in the atmosphere. Doors you believed would remain locked forever are beginning to open. Relationships you thought were lost are either being rekindled or replaced with healthier connections. Opportunities you never imagined are emerging from unexpected places. I, the Lord your God, am ushering in a new season in your life. Seasons shift under my command, just as winter yields to spring. So too, the old patterns in your life must yield to the wave of fresh beginnings I am releasing. Embrace it. Do not cling to the past merely because it is familiar. Sometimes the comfort of the familiar can rob you of blessings that lie just beyond your current reach. If only you would stretch your faith into the unknown. Hear me. Your life is about to transform in ways you have never dreamed possible. My chosen one, if these words have uplifted you, let your heart respond with love. Listen intently and pay attention through the very end. I cannot emphasize this enough. Change often demands letting go of what once was, taking a leap into what has yet to fully unfold. That leap can feel risky, and doubts can creep in. Is this truly from God? Am I capable of stepping into this new chapter? That is why I urge you to remain focused. As you immerse yourself in my words, your faith will grow, and you will gain clarity to recognize my leading and distinguish it from the enemy's distraction. Distraction is the enemy's tool to disrupt your focus and fill your heart with fear instead of faith. If you allow these words to saturate your soul, you will find the assurance you need to move forward boldly. My message to you contains both the warning and the blessing you need to flourish in this transition. I understand how fear can take hold when the future is uncertain. Fear is the adversary's tactic to keep you stagnant. He knows that if he convinces you to stay where you are, you will never reach the blessings I have laid before you. But I, the Lord your God, have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Listen carefully. Do not be afraid of this transition. Although change can bring uncertainty, remember that I am your rock, your anchor, and your refuge. I will never leave you to navigate this alone. My strength will sustain you, my wisdom will guide you, and my peace will comfort you with every step you take. This message is vital. Watch it until the very end. Every word, every moment, and every revelation matters. Do not be in a hurry or allow your mind to wander, because the insight you receive now will empower you in the days of change ahead. My plan for you is unfolding rapidly, and your willingness to trust and obey will determine how smoothly you enter this new season. When fear knocks at your door, answer it with faith. Declare my word over your circumstances. Speak my promises aloud. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. These are not empty phrases. They are living, active forces, severing the chains of anxiety. Let courage take root in your heart, for I go before you, preparing every detail. Child, I have repeatedly said, listen carefully, watch until the end. You may wonder why it's so important, because often in the final moments, I impart the greatest insight or the final instruction needed to complete your preparation. The enemy wants you to miss this. He will stir distractions, make you feel rushed, or flood your mind with other concerns. Resist these attempts. Stay with me here, now, until the last sentence. I promise, if you receive this message in its fullness and let it reshape your perspective, you will walk away from this moment with renewed hope and clarity. A supernatural anointing is poured out in the completeness of my word. Partial attention yields partial results. Complete focus brings complete revelation. Let these words mold your spirit, your decisions, and your faith for the future. Listen carefully to the end, because your perspectives, attitudes, and expectations must align with mine. This shift will require your obedience, your faith, and your complete reliance on me. When uncertainty looms, remember these words. I have prepared this moment for your good, not your harm. My intentions are filled with hope, love, and abundant blessing for you, my cherished child. This is my voice speaking to you now. I see your pain, your silent prayers, and your faith that refuses to give up. You are closer than you think to the breakthrough I have promised. If you sense the stir of my spirit in these words, know that I am speaking directly to your heart. Change is here, and everything familiar to you may begin to shift. Some changes will be uncomfortable, others will bring immediate joy. In all cases, remember that I am for you, not against you. My plans are good, designed to prosper you and not harm you, to give you hope and a future. Let that truth anchor you when the winds of transition roar. You do not face this new season alone. I stand beside you, offering my strength, my wisdom, and my peace. When doubts arise, cling to me. When the unknown looms large, trust my sovereignty. When excitement overtakes your heart, praise my name for all that is about to unfold. I placed you in this era for a reason. Your gifts, your heart, and your testimony are needed in this world. As everything around you shifts, hold on to me. Watch how I weave every detail, both delightful and challenging, into a beautiful tapestry that reveals my glory and draws you into a destiny greater than you have ever imagined. Now that you have absorbed this until the end, let faith replace every fragment of fear. Let hope ignite every corner of your soul. You are on the threshold of something extraordinary, and I, the Lord your God, am guiding you into this new day. Embrace it with courage, child. The time has arrived to step boldly into the grand shift I have prepared for you. Amen. My beloved, extend the love I have placed in your heart by sharing these words with those who need a sign of my care. I, your Creator, the one who shaped the heavens and the earth, am speaking directly to you, the one whose heart resonates with these words. I know you intimately. Your name is etched upon my heart. Your every sorrow lies exposed before my eyes, and your struggles are never hidden. This message is uniquely yours, a divine whisper from my spirit to yours, bringing revelation about the tumult in your life. Listen with all your attention, for what I am about to share is of utmost importance. Let no distraction snatch your focus away. If possible, quiet your surroundings and calm your soul, because the truth I will uncover can transform the very foundations of your life. A warning flows from the depths of my love straight into your heart. Heed it, for you cannot afford to overlook the signs I am giving you now. Have you felt an unexplainable heaviness, a lingering unease, a sense that something is amiss, as though a shadow hangs over your household, your well-being, and your deepest hopes? This is not merely your imagination. The adversary prowls, relentless in his schemes, sowing seeds of chaos, exhaustion, and despair in you. He whispers lies, bold, insidious, trying to convince you that you are forsaken, that your cries echo into nothingness, that hope is a fleeting dream, never to be grasped. Hear me. Those words are a cunning deception. I am mightier than any force of darkness. And today I come to you with a message of unwavering truth, limitless power, and glorious freedom. Yes, I have placed this mission on your heart. Share this message with 3 souls who need it, and I will bless them richly. I know you through and through. I have witnessed every secret tear you've shed in the quiet of night, searching for answers. I have felt your heart tighten in anxiety over those you love, your family, dear friends, or beloved children who seem distant. I have seen the strain of fractured relationships, the weariness in trying to mend what feels irreparable. But I say this, each tear, each sigh, every silent prayer has reached me. Not one goes unanswered. I have kept them close, and now the hour of my response approaches. Realize that your battle is not merely in the physical realm, but against unseen forces that strive to steal your peace, wear down your faith, and dim your hope. They lurk, hoping to erode your trust in me, planting doubt that I have turned my face away, that I do not hear you, or that perhaps you are unworthy of my grace. Yet I declare to you, these are lies. You are my beloved, my precious child, set apart before time began. I do not forsake those who are mine. Today, I invite you to see with the eyes of faith. What seems too big for you is already decided in heaven's courts. I exist beyond the boundaries of time and hold the conclusion of every story. Your current chapter is not the end. It is just a season, and I am writing the next chapter with my own hand, stroke by stroke. Prepare yourself for a tide of change, the healing you crave, the restoration you long to see, the provision that feels distant. These things are set to burst forth. You must remain steadfast. Do not be swayed by the storms raging around you. The conflict may escalate, but you will never face it alone. I stand beside you, a mighty warrior, clad in unstoppable strength. My sword severs every chain that tries to bind you, and my shield deflects every assault on your soul. When the enemy's weight presses down, look up to me. I am your fortress, your unfailing strength. You may ask, why, Lord? Why this turmoil, this suffering? I tell you, there is a purpose grander than you can understand right now. Every trial, every wound, every barrier has been used by my hand to refine your soul, deepen your faith, and prepare you for a destiny beyond your dreams. I waste nothing, not a single moment of pain. All you have endured is being woven into a tapestry of blessing. Your scars will shine as testimonies to my glory, and your journey will spark hope in others, leading them to trust as you have. If my message has brought you hope, respond with love. Let your heart rejoice in my truth. Take a moment to draw near to me. Breathe deeply, quiet your mind, and declare, Father, I trust that you transcend every challenge. I trust in your sovereign reign over my life. I trust that you are working, even when I cannot see. This faith-filled proclamation radiates with the power of heaven, unsealing closed gates, leveling mountainous obstacles, and ushering in miracles beyond logic. Fear not the road ahead, for I have mapped it out, and it teems with light, peace, and victory. Though shadows encircle you, my love triumphs, vast as the skies, steady through every storm. My plan for you is flawless, even when you do not fully see it. Walk with me, trust in me, and watch the dawn of my greatest promises unfold. This is my sacred word for you today. Not a fleeting notion to cast aside, but a personal, urgent summons. I am calling you, and you alone must choose to answer. Open your heart, receive my peace that transcends understanding, and brace yourself for the divine shift about to manifest. The season of transformation is here. I see the enemy's hand turning against your family, stirring discord, miscommunication, and emotional distance. I feel the exhaustion bearing down on you as you strive to mend what seems broken. Take heart. Every effort, every loving prayer for unity has reached my throne. Nothing you have done in love is ever wasted, and I am about to intervene. I know how this turmoil has drained you. I have watched you lie awake, wondering, how can I restore harmony? How can I bridge these gaps? I have witnessed the sting of harsh words spoken in anger, the painful silence that follows, the repeated attempts at reconciliation met with indifference. But hear this, every act of kindness, every offer of peace, every gesture of understanding is recorded in my book of remembrance. The enemy knows the treasure your family is to you, so he strikes at this vulnerable place. He longs to fracture unity, build walls where love once flourished, and sow bitterness where forgiveness once thrived. He seeks your surrender, whispering that healing is impossible, but I declare he will not prevail, not as long as your hope remains anchored in me. Your faithfulness has touched my heart, and I am stepping into this battle. Every misunderstanding will dissolve, and the bonds you feared lost will be renewed with greater strength than before. Hold on, for my power is moving, and the unity you yearn for is within reach. Trust me, for I am the God who mends the broken and breathes life into what seems beyond saving. Your family's story is far from over. Its most beautiful pages have yet to be written. My dear child, I have so much to share with you. Come closer to me, and I will open your heart to my deep love and unshakable promises. Do not doubt that I am waiting to enfold you in my grace. I am the sovereign of renewal, the one who breathes life into what has faded, who restores what has been torn asunder. Today I give you my unwavering promise. I am passionately committed to redeeming your household. You may be asking, why does my family suffer so much turmoil? Why do misunderstandings multiply? Why does the pain linger? Your cries are not foreign to me. They are delicate threads in the tapestry I am weaving, one you cannot fully see just yet. Beyond the veil of your present struggles lies an unseen enemy, lurking in darkness to undermine the foundation of your home. He knows this. A family united in love, forgiveness, and devotion to me is indestructible, a beacon of light exposing his dark realm. So he labors tirelessly to sow discord, to erode trust, to dim the warmth of your household. Still, know that my victory in this situation is assured. It is not a distant hope, but an eternal certainty. Your sons and daughters who have strayed, whether in body or in heart, are never out of my reach. They may seem far away, their hearts veiled, their choices bewildering, but my love for them blazes as passionately as it does for you, with no boundary, no condition, no end. Though they wander in distant territories, I am at work in their hearts, whispering, knocking, tilling the soil. I am preparing them for a homecoming that will surpass your greatest hopes. Do not surrender to despair. What you deem impossible in human terms is a small matter to me. I promise they will return, not by mere chance, but led by my grace. And when that day arrives, when you see their faces once more, you will recognize my hand in every step of their journey. Your heart will declare, only the Lord could have done this. In those moments of anguish, when voices rise in anger and words cut deeper than swords, remember that I am not absent. I have stood with you in every storm, hearing each whispered request for peace. I have gathered every anguished tear, waiting for the moment to pour out my grace, healing what was once shredded. Like and share the video if you have trust in the words of the God. Subscribe to the channel if you love Jesus. A fresh wind is now blowing, a current rich with understanding, patience, and love. Scars that once pounded with pain will transform into healing testimonies. Hearts hardened by old wounds will soften under my touch. Even when you stumbled, believing you had failed, I was guiding you toward this redemption. Lift your eyes from yesterday's ruins. I am the architect of new beginnings, and your family is my sacred canvas. I know your battles intimately. The enemy tries to persuade you that your home is a lost cause, shattered beyond repair. But I am infinitely greater than every lie he whispers. I am the one who pulls order out of chaos, who ignites stars in the bleakest night, who turns mourning into joyful songs. In your home, I am moving with supernatural force that will leave nothing unchanged. Get ready for miracles beyond your wildest imagination. Estranged voices reconciled, cracked bonds healed, and a unity so profound it vibrates with my presence. During this season, anchor yourself in prayer. Your prayers are not echoes lost to the wind. They are an aroma rising to my throne, potent enough to alter unseen realities. When you stand in the gap for your family, I carve paths through every wilderness, dismantling the enemy's efforts. Each word you utter is a mighty weapon, and I am your steadfast ally. Though the path feels steep and the shadows loom, the valley is not your forever. I am about to make my glory shine so brightly in your household that no one can deny my intervention. Your family will emerge a living testimony, a harmonious melody of my faithfulness, sung across generations. So stand firm, shake off the dust of defeat, and declare with me, Lord, I trust you as the restorer of my home. I believe you can bind our wounds, bridge every gap, and breathe peace into our storms. This proclamation is a battle cry, a thunderous decree that banishes the lies of the enemy, opens the gates of heaven, and calls my power to your side. Walk with me in trust and witness the dawn of your family's greatest chapter. An invisible war rages around you, a clash of forces battling for your spirit. The enemy seeks to plunder your peace, drain your strength, and dim your hope, unraveling the fabric of your faith. But I, the one who is victorious in every battle, stand firmly beside you. I see the mornings when you wake under a crushing weight, every step feeling like trudging through mud, the world seeming to conspire against you. This conflict is not flesh and blood alone. It is a collision in the spiritual realm, a struggle for your destiny. The adversary knows your value to me and the incomparable plans I have for you. That is why he prowls so fiercely, hoping to suffocate your joy, paralyze your thoughts, and lead you to doubt my presence. But I am the unconquerable one, towering above every scheme of evil. My triumph is already complete, and I extend it to you now. Cling to me. I am your refuge, your healer, your provider, your unshakable foundation. Your best days are not gone. They remain ahead, unstoppable in my perfect timing. I am the eternal sovereign, the architect of the cosmos, who called the stars into being and breathed life into the earth. By my voice, the worlds are held together, seen and unseen, and no scheme of darkness can shake my throne. Before you even drew breath, I secured the ultimate victory on the rugged cross, breaking every chain of darkness and rendering the adversary powerless. Though he may still roar, his defeat was sealed long ago. You may wonder, if the Almighty has conquered, why do trials still hound me? Hear me. These storms are not signs of your defeat, but divine stages for my glory to unfold in your life. Each attack from the enemy is an invitation for me to display my power. Each burden becomes a canvas for my mercy and strength, painting a masterpiece of redemption on your behalf. When you stand at the edge of your strength and believe there is no escape, remember, I am there. In loneliness, my presence is your constant. When hope seems to fade, my hand remains clasped in yours. I gather every tear that falls, collect every stifled sob, and know every tremor in your heart. My hand works in silent sovereignty, weaving deliverance in unseen realms, laying the groundwork for a triumph soon to be revealed. Let go of fear. I am on the horizon. The enemy may threaten and rage, but his threats are hollow. I am the commander of celestial armies, and my angels surround you, radiant soldiers deployed to shield you from evil. They march with you, fighting battles beyond your sight, ensuring your spirit remains unscathed. In this hour, hold fast. Seek my presence with unwavering devotion. Lift your voice in prayer and boldly speak my truth. Your words hold weight in the spiritual realm, ushering my will into your circumstances. Declare my supremacy over every obstacle, my peace as the ruler of your heart, my abundance as the provision for all your needs. Such affirmations are mighty in battle, tearing down strongholds of darkness and fortifying your stance. You do not fight alone. I am here, robed as the supreme warrior, my gaze fixed upon your adversaries, my arm blazing with righteous might. I rise in your defense, my sword shattering every snare set before you, my shield protecting you from every flaming dart. No storm, however fierce, will triumph over you. I am the one who calms raging seas, who speaks order into chaos. Soon my glory will burst into your life so powerfully that everyone will say, "This was the hand of God." Therefore, stand, lift your eyes. The dawn of transformation arrives. Declare with me, Lord, I trust you to tower above every challenge. I acknowledge your presence in every battle, turning ashes into triumph. This bold cry tears through darkness, unseals hidden gates, and calls forth my matchless power on your behalf. Walk by faith with me, for the greatest wonders in your life have yet to be unveiled. Now, I pour out restoration upon you. I lift from you the burdens that defy human understanding, the crushing weight of exhaustion, both physical and spiritual, and the sleepless nights that haunt you. By my sovereign touch, I take them all. My hand, infinite in reach, now rests upon you. Where human remedies fail, my grace emerges victorious. I know the toll these afflictions have demanded. Nights spent longing for relief, days enveloped in weariness, a mind yearning for rest. Hear this timeless truth: your troubles do not define you. They are fleeting shadows, and I stand ready to banish them with a flood of supernatural renewal. I see the anguish you hide, the aches no one else can fully understand, the fatigue embedded in your soul. I know the scars of battles past, the anxieties that disturb your sleep, the memories pressing on your spirit like stones. Today I speak liberty over you. The shackles forged by the enemy crumble this instant, and my healing rushes over you like a powerful river, swift and unstoppable. Regardless of the years you've grappled with these thorns, the medical opinions, the once unanswered prayers, I am the healer without boundaries. My power is boundless. I crafted you cell by cell in your mother's womb. No part of you is beyond my care. No infirmity, no weariness, no dark shadow can survive my touch. You may ask, why do I still suffer? Why is relief so delayed? These honest questions reflect your heart's cry. But lift your gaze beyond this veil of the present. I have been refining your soul, teaching you deeper trust, drawing you closer to my heart. But suffering is not your perpetual inheritance. Today, I declare it is your appointed hour of restoration. My healing pours forth, mending what was broken, renewing what was depleted, breathing life where you once tasted despair. Trust my limitless compassion. Step forward in my light, and you will see my promises revealed. Take a moment. If this message has strengthened you, let your heart respond with love. Breathe in my presence. I am with you in this moment, my hand upon you, infusing you with fresh vigor, calming your troubled mind, and soothing your restless spirit with my peace, which transcends understanding. The persistent aches, bone-deep exhaustion, and nagging anxieties that have stolen your rest, I lift them now. My spirit flows over you like a healing river, surging with life and strength. Soon you will sense a new lightness, a renewed energy, enabling you to face any challenge with unwavering resolve. This is not a fleeting pause from hardship. It is a profound and enduring restoration. I am the God who breathes newness into all things. Think back on the moments when despair closed in, when hope was dim, when no human wisdom offered reprieve. Know I was always there. Every silent tear and prayer reached me. Not one has been lost or ignored. The time to reveal my glory is here, with such clarity that none can doubt my hand at work. Everyone you encounter, friends, family, even strangers, will see the evidence of my power in your restored health, your steady spirit, and your abiding peace. Your story will become a beacon, proclaiming my might and stirring faith in hearts grown cold. This healing is not solely for you. It is a radiant testimony drawing others into my love. Listen carefully, for there is a truth you must hold. The adversary of your soul wants to chain you in hopelessness. He insists your pain is permanent, that your weariness defines you, that you cannot break free. He hopes you will yield to despair. But I am infinitely greater than his every scheme. I am the God who shatters the unbreakable, who turns the impossible into a crescendo of victory, who commands the dawn to conquer the darkest night. And I am moving in your life with a supernatural force that will touch every corner. Prepare for miracles beyond your wildest imaginings. New vitality, unstoppable peace, and an unwavering spirit. In this waiting season, do not grow quiet. Raise your voice to me. Seek my presence with every beat of your heart. For your prayers are a fragrant offering that shifts the foundations of the unseen realm. When you speak your needs, I move. When you embrace your dependence on me, I orchestrate wonders that you cannot see. Keep praying. Your words are a mighty sword striking at the darkness that aims to stifle your joy. Know, too, that you are never alone on this battlefield. I stand with you, clothed in the armor of a warrior, my watchful eye on every threat. My arms defend you, and my shielding presence covers you. Although the path seems perilous now, and the shadows loom, they will not remain. My glory breaks forth like the dawn, undeniable and brilliant, announcing to all that I have acted on your behalf. Your healing will stand as a monument to my power, a psalm of my love echoing through the lives you will touch. So rise, my child. Lift your eyes. The hour of your transformation draws near. Speak these words now. Lord, I trust you as the God who heals. I know you can mend what is broken, restore what is lost, and fill me with new life. From the depths of my heart to yours, amen. I trust that your mighty hand is upon me. I believe you can breathe life into my body and bring stillness to my soul. This is no mere whisper. It is a cry, a thunderous proclamation that scatters the forces of darkness, unlocks doors long sealed, and summons my strength to work wonders in your favor. Place your hand in mine, walk forward in faith, and watch as the promise of a brighter tomorrow unfolds before me. Beyond my own renewal, I know you are turning your gaze toward my home, toward the children who have strayed like lost sheep, the hearts that have hardened like stone, and the bonds that have frayed under the strain of time and trial. You are calling them back. My family will be knit together once more. Who can stand against the purpose you have woven for my household? I will declare it boldly. My family will be made whole. You see the ache I carry, the sting of watching those I love drift beyond my reach, the sorrow of empty chairs and unspoken words, and the misunderstandings that have piled up like bricks in a wall. The silences echo louder than shouts, and my longing for laughter to fill my home again never leaves me. Yet this division is not the end of my story. You hold a vision for my home, a blueprint of harmony, reconciliation, and love reborn. A season of restoration is breaking over me like a wave. If your words stir my soul, I will honor them with love. I will lift my faith by acknowledging your message. I know you see every soul in my family, even those who seem to have wandered beyond the horizon. You see the scars they bear, the words that cut too deeply, the quiet resentments that built walls where bridges once stood. The enemy has sown seeds of discord, but his harvest will wither before your will. Though I may wonder how the lost can return, how the hardened can soften, how the broken can mend, I trust in you. Nothing lies beyond your reach. You are the God who stirs hearts, bends the unyielding, and gathers the scattered. Even now, you are at work in those I love. Though their steps may seem far from home, you are softening the soil of their spirits, preparing them to turn back to your path and to me. When they cross my threshold once more, I will know it was your hand guiding them, no coincidence or accident, but the steady pulse of your power and grace. For those hearts turned cold, your mercy is a fire that melts the hardest stone. The walls the enemy raised will crumble. Bitterness will fade like mist before the sun. True, enduring, unshakable love will take root and flourish. My home will be filled with a new spirit, alive with understanding, patience, and forgiveness. Where tears once fell, I will hear laughter. Where distance once reigned, I will feel the warmth of embrace. Where silence once ruled, voices will rise in harmony. This is your covenant with me, your unbreakable promise. I will hold fast to it and see your hand move in ways that defy all expectation. Listen closely. There is a truth I must grasp with unwavering clarity. The adversary has studied me well. He recognizes the immeasurable worth of my family and my heart, which is precisely why he has launched his assault on this sacred ground. His aim is insidious, to fracture the unity that once bound us, to erect walls of division where trust and intimacy once flourished, and to plant seeds of bitterness where love and peace once reigned supreme. He seeks to unravel the very fabric of my household, tearing apart bonds that hold us as one. But I have heard your assurance. You are infinitely greater than any scheme of darkness. You are the Almighty God who mends what has been torn asunder, who breathes life into what appears lifeless, and who gathers the scattered to make them whole again. You stand ready to move within the walls of my home in ways that defy natural explanation. Supernatural wonders are on the horizon. I will prepare my heart for transformations beyond my wildest dreams, envisioning hearts softened where hardness once took root, relationships rekindled where distance had settled, and a unity so profound it could only be the work of your hand. I picture my children, those who have strayed far from the fold, returning with eyes newly opened, their spirits awakened to the depths of love and the clarity of truth. I imagine the ties that bind my loved ones growing stronger, deeper, more resilient than ever before, woven together by a divine thread so unmistakable that I will proclaim with certainty, "This is the Lord's doing." My family will stand as a radiant beacon, a living testament to your boundless love and unmatched power to restore what was lost. Until that day dawns, I will not relent in my prayers. I will lift my voice ceaselessly for those I hold dear, for my intercession is a fragrant offering rising before your throne. My cries for the healing of my family carry a weight that shakes the heavens, a force capable of toppling the mightiest strongholds. When I speak your word over my household, I unleash your authority into every corner, dispelling chaos and calling forth order. I will not let my lips grow silent, for my prayers are a mighty arsenal in the unseen realm, dismantling the powers that seek to tear my loved ones apart. I do not stand alone in this fight. You are with me, clothed as a warrior, your strength unyielding, your resolve unbreakable, ready to confront any foe that threatens what is yours. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Your hand rests upon my family, a shield of protection encircling each soul within it. Though the storms rage and shadows loom, they will not prevail. You are on the verge of unveiling your glory in my home, with such brilliance that every eye will see and every heart will know it is you who has wrought this miracle. My family will shine as a vivid demonstration of your power and unfailing love. I rise and lift my gaze to the heavens, for the hour of transformation has begun. I declare boldly, Lord, I stand firm in faith that you are the restorer of my household. I trust in your power to heal every wound, to reconcile every broken heart, and to bring peace where strife has reigned. Let this proclamation resound as a war cry against the forces of darkness, a key that unlocks doors long sealed, a summons that stirs your mighty arm to move in my favor. I place my trust in you, walk beside you, and believe I will witness the dawn of a season more glorious than I have dared to hope. I will not fear the specter of lack, for you fling wide doors of opportunity that no force can shut. The debts that have burdened me will vanish like mist before the sun. Resources will flow to me in perfect timing, and I will taste the fullness of your provision, a river of abundance that overflows. I trust you completely, for you are the Lord who makes the impossible bow before your will. You see the weight I have carried, the sleepless nights when my mind churns over unpaid bills, the growing dread of an uncertain tomorrow, the crushing pressure of never having enough. You know the toll that financial strain has taken, every tear shed in secret, every fear whispered in the dark, every hope deferred as resources slipped through my fingers. The enemy has sought to bind me in chains of scarcity, to convince me that provision will always elude my grasp, to rob me of peace with relentless whispers of doubt. But I hear you. My sustenance does not hinge on what my eyes can see or my hands can hold. It rests solely in you, the God who provides beyond measure. I am intimately aware that you know every facet of my struggle, every looming debt, every vanished opportunity, the shame I have buried beneath a brave face. Now you are stepping into the chaos, ready to wield your power and bring forth solutions where all paths seemed blocked. The enemy's grip on my peace will be broken, for his plans cannot stand against your purpose for me. When I question how I can hold fast to hope when the ground beneath me trembles, or how I can believe in a turnaround when despair presses in, you remind me that your word is a rock that never crumbles, and your promise is an anchor that never fails. You are the God who fed thousands with only a handful of loaves and fish, who turned water into fine wine, who carved rivers through barren wastelands and drew water from an unyielding stone. No circumstance lies beyond your reach, not even the tangled web of my finances. You are swinging wide the gates of blessing, portals of opportunity and torrents of provision, waves of abundance that will usher me into a realm of stability and prosperity I have yet to know. The debts that haunt me are not eternal. You are orchestrating their end, working in unseen ways to lift their burden from my shoulders. I will watch as unexpected resources cascade into my life, as solutions emerge from the shadows, and as divine appointments bring helpers and openings at exactly the right moment. This is no mere chance. It is the outpouring of your power and goodness, a testimony to your faithfulness. With crystal clarity, I see that the enemy desires me to dwell in lack, to embrace a mindset of scarcity, to question your ability to provide. But you are mightier than any of his schemes. You are the God who upholds the cosmos, who clothes the wildflowers in splendor, and who feeds the sparrows from your hand. How much more will you care for me, your precious child? You are preparing to shower me with provisions so lavish that I will stand in awe, declaring, "This could only be the Lord's handiwork." I ready myself for a shift beyond what I could envision, an era in which abundance drowns out every echo of want. Bills are settled, debts erased, and resources flow not only to meet my needs, but also to spill over into the lives of others. My financial story will become a living monument to your love, a resounding witness to your power to supply every need. While I wait, I will hold fast to faith, seek your presence, pour out my heart in prayer, and proclaim your truth with boldness. My words wield authority. When I declare that you are the God of the impossible, I release your power into my reality. I speak it aloud. My provision comes from the Lord, who opens doors no one can shut. His grace is rewriting my story. These affirmations are arrows of light, piercing the darkness that seeks to steal my peace and security. I will not forget that I do not face this alone. You stand with me, armed as a warrior, unwavering in strength, unbreakable in resolve, ready to confront any foe that threatens what is yours. Your hand rests upon my finances, and your favor encircles me. Soon I will see your glory shine through every trial. My dear child, you say to me, I must be a vessel of your grace, sharing this message with those who long for your peace. In return, you will fill them with your presence. You stand poised to unveil your splendor within my life with such undeniable clarity that all who witness it will recognize your hand at work. You will meet my every need in ways that rise as a testament to your boundless might and unwavering affection. I will rise now and lift my gaze, for the hour of transformation dawns upon me. I join you in proclaiming, Sovereign Lord, I affirm you as the source of all abundance. I trust in your power to unlock pathways no force can bar, and I rest in the assurance that your provision surpasses every demand I face. This bold confession is my war cry, shattering the schemes of darkness, flinging wide the gates that appear sealed, and summoning the strength of your mighty arm to act on my behalf. I place my confidence in you, journey alongside you, and behold wonders greater than I have dared to dream. If shadows of despair, flickers of doubt, or the chill of isolation have crept into my heart, let me remember who I am in you. I am never forsaken. You are the architect of the cosmos, the one who spoke galaxies into being, and yet you have chosen me as your dwelling place. You see the weight I have carried through these seasons of trial, the burdens of existence pressing heavily upon me, and the moments when escape seem distant. Yet I will cling to this. I do not walk this road alone. You are with me, steadfast and near. Every fleeting thought, every whisper of uncertainty, every echo of solitude that threatens to engulf me, you perceive them all. The adversary has labored to weave a tapestry of lies, persuading me I am distant from you, that my cries go unheard, that my purpose has faded into shadow. But you are greater than any deception he dares to sow. Your truth towers above his falsehoods, unshakable and eternal. You are the God who counts each strand of hair upon my head, who gathers every tear I shed, who hears every murmured plea that escapes my lips. You come now to reaffirm my place in you. I am your cherished one, chosen before time's first breath to stride triumphantly in your victory. No matter the accusations the enemy hurls, no matter the illusions cast by my circumstances, your declaration over me prevails above all opposition. I was fashioned to embody your love, to mirror your strength and radiance. Your spirit resides within me, a power sufficient to confront any tempest, surmount any barrier, and claim victory over every foe. Perhaps I have asked myself how I can press forward when the path grows so steep, or how I can cling to faith when the storms refuse to relent. Your answer is that my faith is not tethered to what my eyes can see, but anchored in the unchanging reality of who you are. You are the sustainer of all creation, upholding the universe by the might of your word, unfailing and unwavering, always faithful to your promises. When my endurance falters, that is precisely when your strength surges within me, perfected in my weakness. When I stand at the edge of what I can bear, it is there that your power is most mighty. Even the ache of loneliness is but a mirage, for I am never truly alone. You stand beside me, arrayed as a warrior, ready to defy any enemy. Heavenly hosts encircle me, shielding me from harm. Your presence fills me, and where you dwell, isolation finds no foothold. Yes, the quiet can feel overwhelming, a silence so vast it deafens. But you still speak. Your voice, gentle yet potent, weaves through my spirit, bringing calm to my restless heart. I grasp this truth. The enemy longs for my surrender. He yearns for me to believe hope has slipped beyond reach, to lower my eyes, embrace defeat, and settle for a fraction of the destiny you have crafted for me. Yet you are mightier than his schemes. You are the God who turns impossibility into triumph, who ignites light within the deepest abyss. You stand on the cusp of moving in my life with supernatural force. I will ready myself for transformations beyond my wildest imaginings, preparing to step into a realm of peace, assurance, and triumph unlike any I have known. In this season of waiting, I pursue your presence relentlessly. I call out to you without ceasing. My prayers ascend like a fragrant offering before your throne, wielding authority powerful enough to topple mountains. When I seek you, you align the heavens in my favor. When I proclaim your truth, I unleash your dominion over every circumstance. I persist in prayer, for my words carry weight in realms unseen, potent instruments dismantling the forces that seek to rob me of faith and joy. I do not fight alone. You stand with me armed for battle, your hand upon me, your shield encircling every corner of my life. Though the road seems steep now, it will not always be so. Your hand rests upon my finances, upon my home, upon my spirit. Soon, I will see your glory shine through every trial. I am called to be a vessel of your grace, to share this hope with others who need a reminder that they are not alone. You are the God who transforms impossibility into triumph, igniting light in the darkest night. You are ready to move in my life. I will prepare to witness shifts I never could have imagined, and I will walk into a season of peace, assurance, and victory, unlike any I have ever known. Faith is my fortress, unyielding against any assault. You see every tear, every prayer, every moment of desperation. And now I trust that every scar will become a radiant emblem of triumph, that every heartache will give birth to joy, that every loss will unfold into abundance. My journey, with all its trials, will become a beacon of hope for others, proving your power and compassion. You are turning my scars into wellsprings of blessing. Where anguish once ruled, uncontainable joy will arise. Where I have known the sting of loss, there will be a flood of abundance beyond what I can imagine. You see the weight of lingering echoes, memories of bitter days that refuse to fade, the trauma and betrayals that press heavily on my heart. These scars are not symbols of defeat, but reminders that I have endured the fiercest tempests and survived. Today, you are ready to transform them into crowns of splendor. Though the enemy wants to keep me shackled by regret and fear, you are the God who breathes life into barren places and calls forth beauty from ashes. My story will become a bridge for others to see your power alive in me. In my darkest moments, you were there, tracing each faltering step and catching every tear. Now, you are poised to reveal your glory in my life so clearly that all will recognize your hand at work. I understand the enemy yearns to keep me silent, to bury my wounds in shame, but I will stand and declare your goodness, knowing that you spin chaos into harmony and ignite dawn in the blackest night. I brace for the shift that is coming, for new waves of peace, courage, and victory. Where pain once ruled, joy will flourish. Where sorrow lingered, you will blanket me in comfort. I choose to seek you with all my heart. My prayers will be a holy flame, a sacred offering that stirs your throne. When I call on you, you shift the heavens in my favor. When I speak your truth, I unleash your dominion over every circumstance. I will not cease lifting my voice, for my words are a force in the unseen realm, a sword against the powers that would steal my peace. I do not stand alone. You are with me, clothed in armor, your banner raised high. Though the path looks daunting now, it will not remain so. Your glory is about to break forth in my life with such clarity that everyone will see it was you who moved. My faith will shine as a testimony to your might and your mercy. I rise and lift my gaze, for the dawn of change has come. I proclaim, Lord, I trust you to turn my scars into streams of blessing. I believe my story will spark faith in others. I know that where pain once reigned, you will plant everlasting joy. This is my battle cry against the forces of night, a cry that cracks open sealed doors and stirs your mighty hand to act. I know I am never forsaken on this road. Your angels, radiant and resolute, stand guard, sent to defend and uphold me. I will not fear, for they protect me from threats I may never even glimpse. The enemy seeks to terrify me, to make me feel exposed and defenseless. Yet your sovereign command sends celestial champions who surround me, shielding me with unbreakable force. They stand watch over every step I take, deflecting dangers I will never know. In the most impossible moments, they steady my path, whisper wisdom, and brace me against mistakes I might otherwise make. I rest in the knowledge that they fight unseen battles on my behalf. The enemy may snarl and strike, but he cannot overcome your angels. They are your fortress of light, an unassailable bulwark where no evil can prevail. When he lunges, they bar his way. When he swings, they raise an unbreakable barrier. Where he seeks to rob my calm, they deliver your peace. I will persist in seeking you, crying out for your shelter. My prayers summon my angelic defenders to move with greater speed and strength. When I plead for safety, they encircle me more tightly. When I seek guidance, they blaze a path forward. When I yearn for solace, they carry your comfort to the core of my spirit. Because of this divine protection, the storms pressing in today will not last. You are about to reveal your glory in my life with such clarity that the world will stand in awe, declaring, "This could only be the work of the Lord." My faith will shine as a powerful witness to your might and your mercy. I will hold fast to your hope, sharing this message with those in need, so that they too may feel your love. I shake off despair and lift my eyes to the horizon, for the season of transformation is here. I join in this bold declaration. Lord, I trust that your celestial guardians encircle me, shielding me from every shadow of harm. I am certain that your mighty hand rests upon me, unwavering and strong. I proclaim that no adversary can stand against the invincible ranks of your divine host. This is no mere whisper. It is a thunderous war cry against the powers of darkness. By these words, I fling wide gates that once seemed sealed, summoning your unstoppable strength to move on my behalf. I place my faith in you, stepping boldly by your side, and I watch as the greatest wonders yet unfold before me. The wounds I bear, those jagged scars etched into my soul, will soon become radiant emblems of triumph. Where anguish once carved its mark, you will sow seeds of uncontainable joy. Where I have known the sting of loss, you will unleash a flood of abundance beyond my wildest dreams. My journey, with all its trials, will rise as a beacon to ignite hope in others, urging them to lean into your promises. You see the weight of those lingering echoes, the memories of bitter days clinging like shadows, the ache of old wounds that still ripple through my spirit. Yet these scars are not symbols of surrender. They are battle honors, heralding a victory still unfolding. They testify that I endured the fiercest tempests, and now you stand ready to transform them into crowns of splendor. In every tear I have wept in silence, every sleepless night spent wrestling with despair, every moment I felt the load was too heavy to bear. You have witnessed it all. The enemy sought to chain me to those wounds, convincing me they define my worth. He wanted to trap me in fear and keep me from pressing onward, whispering that restoration could never be complete. But you are greater than his deceitful schemes. You are the God who breathes life into barren wastelands, who calls forth rivers in deserts, who turns ashes into beauty. I have asked how such deep pain could be forged into something good, or how my broken tale could lift others up. But your grace is the master craftsman, shaping even the sharpest shards of suffering into tools of redemption. Every wound I have endured, every void left by loss, every mountain I have climbed, will be a bridge for others to experience the power of your boundless love and mercy. When I testify of your faithfulness, I fling wide the portals for others to step into your embrace. My story of grace may be the very lifeline another clings to in their midnight hour. You trace every trembling step I take, catch every desperate plea, and now stand ready to display your glory in my life so clearly that all will recognize your hand at work. Those around me will witness this transformation and find their own hearts stirred to place their trust in you. My journey will become a lighthouse, igniting hope and faith in others. The enemy longs to keep these wounds as shackles, to bury me in silence and shame. But you are stronger than his every ploy. You are the God who spins chaos into harmony, who ignites dawn in the blackest night. You move in my life with wonders beyond imagination. I brace myself for the shift, a fresh wind of peace, a surge of courage, a tide of victory. Where pain once reigned, joy will flourish. Where sorrow lingered, you will envelop me in comfort, flowing straight from your presence. I remain steadfast, seeking you without reservation. My prayers ascend like fragrant offerings before your throne, carrying authority that can topple strongholds. When I call out to you, the heavens shift in my favor. When I proclaim your truth, I release your dominion over every situation. I will not cease praying, for my words hold immense power in the unseen realm. This war is not mine alone. You stand beside me, clad in armor, ready to confront any foe. Though the road may appear daunting, it will not remain so. I see that you are about to reveal your glory in such a way that no one can deny it is your doing. My faith will shine as a living testament to your might and steadfast love. I rise and lift my gaze, for the dawn of change has arrived. I proclaim with you, Lord, I trust that you surpass every trial I face. I believe my faith can topple mountains. I know you are weaving miracles in the unseen, even when my eyes fail to perceive it. This is not a quiet whisper, but a war cry that scatters the forces of darkness and flings wide the gates of heaven, summoning your mighty hand to act on my behalf. I lean into you, journey by your side, and watch as the fullness of your promises unfolds before me. Beyond this, I recognize the unseen allies encircling me. Angelic hosts, radiant and resolute, sent to guard, guide, and uplift me. I know the toll of these battles, the relentless assaults, and the invisible weight pressing against my spirit. But let this truth settle deep in my soul. I am never forsaken on this road. Your angels, champions of unimaginable might, stand watch over me with unwavering vigilance. The enemy tries to plant seeds of terror to make me feel unprotected and alone. But he is a liar. You are sovereign over every scheme he devises, commanding the vast hosts of heaven who move at your word with lightning speed. They are here by your decree, poised to intervene, to fend off every attack, and to guide me along the path you have ordained. Whether I perceive them or not, they are supremely effective, intervening in moments I never realize are perilous and whispering wisdom into my decisions. I continue to seek you, crying out for protection, for my prayers prompt my angelic protectors to act with greater force. When danger threatens, they stand in the gap, raising an unbreakable barrier. They are unconquerable sentinels, forging a fortress of power no evil can penetrate. You say, persist in seeking me, cry out for shelter. Let your prayers be a trumpet blast summoning my angels. I take heart, for I do not stand alone. You are with me, my protection unfailing. Though the storms rage now, they will not prevail. You are on the verge of unveiling your glory with such brilliance that all will know its source. My steadfast trust will be a beacon, a living testament to your power and unending love. I share this message with those who hurt. Through me, you remind them they are never alone. I rise, lifting my eyes from the dust, for the hour of breakthrough has come. I join in declaring, Lord, I trust that your celestial guardians encircle me, shielding me from every shadow of harm. I am certain your mighty hand rests upon me, unwavering and strong. I proclaim that no adversary can stand against the invincible ranks of your divine host. This is no mere whisper, but a thunderous war cry against the powers of darkness. By these words, I fling wide gates once barred, summoning your unstoppable strength to move on my behalf. I place my faith in you, walking boldly by your side, and watch as the finest wonders yet unfold before me. The wounds I bear will soon become radiant emblems of triumph. Where anguish once reigned, you will sow seeds of joyous abundance. Where I have known deep loss, I will see blessings beyond measure. My life's trials will stand as a beacon of hope to others, urging them to trust in your promises. You see the scars that cling to me, but they are not signs of surrender. They declare that I have survived the fiercest storms, and now you are ready to crown me with splendor. In your perfect timing, you will reveal how every tear I shed, every ounce of effort I gave, and every whispered prayer I breathed has been woven into a divine tapestry. The enemy tried to trap me in chains of hopelessness, but you are greater than any darkness. You are poised to move in my life with a supernatural might that breathes new possibilities into what once seemed impossible. I brace myself for transformation so profound that they will redefine what I believe is achievable. My story will become a living testament to your unfailing power. I persist in prayer, seeking your presence wholeheartedly and proclaiming your truth into my circumstances. You align the heavens in my favor, dismantling strongholds that threaten my peace and joy. I do not fight alone. You stand with me, clad in the armor of a warrior, your banner raised high. Though the path may appear treacherous, it will not remain so forever. You see my struggles, and you hold the answers I seek. Your words will be a lamp to my feet and a shield to my heart. I will not miss the encouragement you pour out for me. I draw near to you and stay in your divine presence. You are on the verge of revealing your glory through me in a way that leaves no doubt of your intervention. My unwavering faith will be a living monument to your power and love. I rise and lift my head high, for the hour of transformation has dawned. I join in proclaiming, Lord, I trust that you surpass every trial. I trust that you hold a flawless design for my life. I trust that you will turn my struggles into victories. This bold confession is my war cry against the powers of darkness, unlocking doors long sealed and stirring your mighty hand to move on my behalf. I place my confidence in you, journey alongside you, and believe the most extraordinary chapters are yet to unfold. My greatest strength lies not in fear, but in faith. When I pray, when I speak your word, when I anchor my trust in you, the enemy quakes in terror. I know the battles I have faced, the weight of doubt pressing against my soul, but I grasp this truth. My words carry divine authority. When I speak in faith, I release your power to reshape my reality. I will let my voice ring out, shattering chains, unlocking destinies, and calling forth transformation. You perceive every fleeting thought, every shadow of uncertainty, every whisper of dread. The adversary wants me to numb those emotions, to accept that my utterances lack worth, that my bold affirmations of belief are hollow. But he deceives me. My words are not mere sounds, they are potent seeds. When sown with unwavering faith, they sprout into a harvest of wonders I cannot yet imagine. Each time I proclaim your truth, I scatter seeds that you will cultivate into miracles, woven into the fabric of my life. I may wonder how so simple an act as speaking could reshape my reality, but I remember that faith's strength lies not in the grandeur of the gesture, but in my trust in your boundless nature. You are the creator who grows mighty oaks from tiny acorns, who crafts forests from a single mustard seed. When I voice my reliance on you, I fling wide gates once seen as impenetrable, unleashing a torrent of your divine energy that ripples outward, mending broken spirits, altering destinies, and igniting the extraordinary in the everyday. Those moments when I dismissed my words as fleeting, you saw them. Not one syllable of faith falls unnoticed by you. Every heartfelt confession reaches your ears, stirring your omnipotent hand into motion. When I proclaim, I trust in the God who holds all power, I challenge the cosmos and the enemy, declaring that I am never forsaken, that your nearness envelops me, that your strength surges on my behalf, and that your mercy overflows to meet every longing. Now the time has come for you to unveil the abundant harvest born of the faith I dared to plant. I understand the enemy labors tirelessly to hush me, convincing me that no path forward exists, but you transcend every sinister plot. You are the God who weaves impossibility into triumph and ignites brilliance within the bleakest abyss. Soon, I will behold your supernatural touch upon my life in ways I scarcely dared to dream. I brace myself for a transformation so profound it will rewrite my story. A new season of serenity, assurance, and victory unfolding before me. My bold faith does not echo solely for myself, but for those around me. When I declare, I believe in the God who commands all things, I kindle a spark in others, urging them to trust you as well. I become a living testament to your tangible presence and boundless might, a conduit for your grace. Such a call never fades unanswered. It returns laden with divine purpose, bearing fruit that exalts your name. I hold fast to you, continuing to voice my trust even when the horizon darkens and obstacles tower. My words wield authority in the spiritual realm, shattering the enemy's strongholds. I proclaim that you stand higher than every obstacle, that your peace floods my mind like a river, that your abundance meets every need with overflowing measure. These are not idle affirmations, but weapons forged in the fire of faith. I will remember always that I do not fight alone. You stand with me, clothed in the armor of a warrior, your resolve unbreakable, your strength unyielding. Your hand rests upon me, a shield encompassing every corner of my existence, my heart, my home, my hopes. Though the storms rage and the shadows loom, they will not endure. You are about to unveil your glory in my life with such undeniable brilliance that none will mistake its source. My steadfast trust will become a beacon, a living testament to your power and boundless love. I rise now, lifting my eyes from the dust, for the hour of breakthrough has arrived. I join in this proclamation. Lord, I trust in the God who masters all. I hold your word as truth. I know you weave all things for my good. This is no mere statement, but a war cry that scatters darkness and unlocks what seemed barred. It summons your mighty arm to move. I place my confidence in you, journey beside you, and watch wonders yet to unfold. I extend this message to those craving upliftment, for silent struggles abound in many hearts. My path may have been forged through fire, but I see now that my life is a tapestry far greater than myself alone. I was fashioned to radiate blessing, to pierce the gloom with light, to channel your grace to a weary world. You summon me to be your herald of hope to those I meet. You see their hidden battles, their hearts heavy with exhaustion, their minds tangled in worry, and their spirits cloaked in pain behind brittle masks. The enemy's plan is to isolate them, to make them feel unheard and alone. But you dwarf every tactic of despair. You are the God who catches every tear, who bends low to hear every faltering prayer, who waits eagerly to intervene when a soul reaches out. Through me, you will deliver your promise of renewal to their lives. Perhaps I wonder how I can shift another's course, how I can help those blind to their own need. Yet you remind me that sharing a simple message, your word, can pivot a life from shadow to light. When I share your truth, I scatter seeds of courage, compassion, and conviction, extending a lifeline to those drowning in doubt. Often, a soul does not grasp its thirst for hope until a voice like mine offers a sip of living water. In times I felt emptied and bereft of anything to offer, I realize your presence within me is enough. I need not possess every answer or mend every wound. I only need to recount how you have cradled me through storms and lit my darkest paths. By testifying to your faithfulness, I open doors for others to encounter you. My story can be the lifeline someone else holds onto in their midnight hour. The enemy dreads this, preferring I keep your word to myself, but each time I release it, I forge a golden thread of faith, linking soul to soul. This thread never returns barren. It comes back bearing purpose, reviving lives once deemed beyond hope. Now you prepare me as an instrument to stir hearts. You have readied to hear your voice through mine. The thread of faith and hope I hold is not merely for those near me. It extends far beyond, reaching lives I may never meet. As I share your message with the world, its reach grows, dismantling walls of despair and igniting a radiant glow in even the darkest corners. I am, in this moment, a chosen vessel, an instrument through which blessings flow, a voice that proclaims your unchanging truth above the clamor of confusion. That voice does not fade into emptiness. It echoes with purpose, returning filled with meaning and bearing fruit that exalts your name. I will stand strong in this season of waiting, persisting in sharing your words, even if the world seems deaf. My every effort ripples through unseen spiritual currents, wielding force that undermines the powers of darkness. Each time I speak out, I serve as a conduit for your boundless strength. I boldly proclaim that you surpass every trial, that your peace anchors my soul even in turmoil, and that your abundance meets every need. I do not stand alone. You are with me, armed for battle, ready to confront any enemy that dares approach. Your hand rests upon me, your shield encircles me, and I have nothing to fear. Though adversity howls now, it will not last forever. You are on the verge of unveiling your glory through me, in a way so undeniable that all who see it will say, "The Lord has done this." My steadfast trust will be a living monument to your might and mercy. And so I rise, lifting my gaze from the dust, for the hour of transformation has dawned. I unite my voice with yours. Lord, let me be a beacon of your peace. Use me to carry your words to those who hunger for hope. I trust you to weave my life into a tapestry that touches hearts. This bold confession is a war cry that scatters evil, unlocks doors long sealed, and summons your mighty arm to move mightily in my favor. I place my confidence in you, journey alongside you, and soon I will behold the fullness of what lies ahead, blessings beyond my current sight. Your faithfulness to your promises endures, unshaken by the fiercest gales. The storms will subside, brighter horizons will emerge, and I will gather the rich harvest of endurance, rejoicing in victories that surpass expectation. I keep my faith ablaze, knowing the greatest chapters of my story are yet unwritten. You know the weight I have carried, yet you never falter in upholding what you have spoken. Your word is a bedrock of certainty, your loyalty an eternal flame, your presence an unbroken companion. Today, you stand before me to reaffirm that triumph is already secured in your hands. My beloved Father, let love and compassion flow through me. I will share this message with someone who needs a touch of your grace, that they too may feel the warmth of your presence. You have witnessed every tear that has stained my cheeks, every sleepless night wrestling with sorrow, every instance when the load seemed too heavy. The enemy sought to use those storms as weapons, whispering that they would never cease, that I was forever ensnared in gloom. But you are greater than any scheme against me. You still raging waters, craft harmony from discord, kindle light in the darkest abyss. Soon you will display your glory in my life with such clarity that all will know it is your doing. I may ask how to cling to hope when the tempest rages without end, how to trust when all I see is collapse. My answer remains, my faith rests on the unshakable rock of your being. You often labor in hidden places, molding my future before the first sprout breaks through the ground. I have felt as though I was at my limit, yet you were there, tracing every faltering step. Now, the response I have longed for is drawing near. All around me will marvel at the shift, and many will find their spirits lifted by your power flowing through my story. My life will shine as a vivid testimony to your love, tangible proof that you honor your word. I see clearly that the enemy yearns to see me cower, to make me believe the storms are eternal, but I will not believe his lies. I will not settle for less than the extraordinary destiny you have crafted for me. You dwarf every deception. You turn impossibility into reality, breathe life into barren ground, and cause rivers to spring forth in the wilderness. I know you are poised to move in my life with supernatural force, transforming what once felt hopeless into triumph. I brace myself for a season saturated with peace, assurance, and victory. Despair will fade, and my home and heart will overflow with gratitude. You are a God whose vow stands firm, weaving all things together for the good of those who love you and align with your purpose. In the meantime, I stand resolute, seeking your presence, lifting my prayers, and proclaiming your truth. My words echo with authority in the unseen realm, dismantling the enemy's strongholds one by one. When I affirm your faithfulness, I overthrow his influence and plant my feet more firmly in the fight. I need not fear the power of my own voice. It is a direct line to your omnipotence. I declare that you rise above every obstacle, that your peace steadies my mind, that your provision floods every gap in my life. I do not wage war alone. You stand at my side, clad in a warrior's armor, ready to vanquish any threat. Your hand guides me, and your safeguarding embrace covers every corner of my existence. Though the present may bristle with hardship, it will not linger. I see you on the threshold of revealing your glory in a way so striking that all will know it is you who have moved. My faith will stand as a vivid witness to your power and devotion. I rise, lifting my eyes, for the dawn of transformation breaks upon me. Lord, I trust in the certainty of your promises. I know the storm will pass. I believe I will rejoice in brighter days, celebrating astonishing victories. This proclamation of faith is a thunderous challenge to the forces of darkness. It preys open, sealed portals and stirs your mighty hand to move. I rest in you, walk with you, and believe the finest moments of my journey are yet to unfold. Amen. I have poured out truth and light into your soul today. But this conversation, this journey does not end here. Much more awaits you in the days and messages to come. I invite you to return to this place, time and time again, so we can walk further along this path together. If what you felt and discovered has stirred something deep within you, then do not leave empty-handed. Embrace this moment. Subscribe to this channel, mark it as a refuge, and share it with those in need of hope. Turn on your notifications so you won't miss the next timely word meant to uplift your spirit. Let this be a sacred meeting ground, a source of strength, insight, and comfort. Carry these truths with you, let them shape your tomorrow, and remember to come back. I will be waiting here, ready to guide you through the storms, celebrate your victories, and whisper new revelations into your heart. Go now with renewed purpose, and return soon, for we have much yet to discover together. Amen.